And television is not for you. And if all of us in here was newspaper reporters, and she owns the newspaper, she manipulates that. And so you have to listen. The Persian Gulf War, right? Never happened. The game they play. But people say, he's crazy. And then 20 years from now, you know how, because white folks be funny. I mean, they'll write a book on you. 20 years later. And says, oh, and then they say, then people call me up and say, Jesus Christ. I know. How many of y'all read my health book, my food book, Dick Gregory's Natural Diet? You know, read? Page 60. It come out 1971. Page 60. Ready for this? Page 60. I said, cow's milk is the worst thing you can put in your body, a baby's body, and it's one of the #1 killers on the planet. God, the mail, I can't believe you said that. I can't trust none of the book. Throw it away. See, the great thing is, first, I never had to be motivated by the money. You know. And I know for a long time that truth never have to be validated by ignorance. You know? If truth had to be validated by ignorance, we'd all be in trouble. And so the interesting thing that happened is last year, you don't know about the conference held at Johns Hopkins Hospital? Johns Hopkins, let me see your hands. Johns Hopkins, doctors came in from all over the world and said, one of the worst things you could put in a body is milk. And it's so bad, you should stop taking it now. I said, wait a minute. They don't say that about whiskey. And then George O'Hare, used to be vice president of Sears and Roebuck. He called me that night. I wasn't there. My wife got me. He said, George O'Hare said, you know, his sons is like grown, you know, off. He said, all 3 of my sons called at the same time because they remembered 20-some years ago when I told them what you said in the book and read it to them. They couldn't believe it. No. But see, it's incredible that our stuff is so flaky that we have to be validated by the same people that disvalidate you. John Hopkins? Please. And so, you know, you have to really start listening and you hear things. And if you listen to the whole Michael Jordan piece, now to be honest with you, I thought that when I first heard it that it popped in because I thought maybe the old man was supposed to be the go-between to make them throw the basketball game because there was something funny about the basketball game. If y'all, see, I don't follow basketball, I just know what them thugs will do. And if y'all follow, how many of y'all really like basketball? Y'all followed the whole playoff, right? Then you know it was a couple of times in the playoff Michael played worse than he played when he was in high school, right? So I kind of thought then that, you know, that the fix was in. And then they turned around, so they said they blew it. And how many of y'all follow boxing? Anybody follow boxing? Boxing. And y'all old enough to remember Rocky Marciano? Who really follows boxing in here? Anybody? Really follows? Because I'm telling you this, because this is what we're going to get into health. Because if you don't understand this, you don't understand. Nobody really follow boxing. Nobody. You know, Rocky Marciano had the longest winning streak. Did y'all know that? Okay. Did anybody in this room know Rocky Marciano fought his own brother twice? Okay, in wigs. See, remember. Let me tell you what got what's his name, Mike Tyson. And let me tell you what I really resent. Mike Tyson was set up, but I really resent people say, well, she had no business going to his room at 2 o'clock. That's old, antiquated. That's a game. Let's say that this brother is gay, and he's an entertainer. You follow me? A celebrity, right? There's a whole lot of us will go to Michael Jackson's room, and I'm not saying Michael Jackson gay. We'll go to Michael Jackson's room at 2 o'clock in the morning, but we wouldn't go to her room at 2 o'clock in the morning. You understand what people do for celebrities? Hear what I'm saying? There's some people in here now that don't know me, that if I said I need to borrow a car for 5 minutes, you might loan it to me. You understand what I'm saying? So we do things for celebrities, okay, that we wouldn't do. Okay, just put it in the back because so you don't pick up. No, I'm saying that so you don't pick up on the tape. You know what I'm saying? Because I like babysitting. I'm kind of, I play the lottery. I'm looking at them little fingers and trying to get me some numbers. If I understood baby talk, she probably told me what was going to happen in the next 12 years. Okay, so, what was that? Yes, okay, so, there's a possibility that if this brother was the biggest football player in the world, and I go to his room at 2 o'clock in the morning and then find out he's gay, I ain't coming for him to be hit on. So don't let nobody say I wouldn't have gone to his room on less than that. That game is over. I believe he was tricked and set up, but I think that's the wrong reason to say that, you know, look, what's your name? Kelly's hitchhiking, right? But there's a whole lot of people that think women shouldn't hitchhike, right? But that's crazy. I mean, they got just as much right to hitchhike as me and you, right? So now, somebody pick her up and want to have an affair with her, right? Then they say, the first thing they say, she shouldn't have been out there at 4 o'clock in the morning if she didn't want to. Wait a minute. She and I, she don't know me. Me and him is out hitchhiking. She's hitchhiking. We don't know each other. We ain't at the same time. She's trying to do the same thing we are 5 times, trying to get to Kansas City. See what this whole game is? See what people do, though? What people say, she, who is she? Why was she out there at 5 o'clock in the morning? Because she's trying to get to her sick grandmother before she died, and she ain't got no money. And she knows she get out. You understand this whole game of how it works? And ladies, it is y'all's turn. And black women, what y'all fixing to go through, because they're going to trash y'all, to lead y'all believe that the brothers that and you're going to start hearing the same thing about black women that you used to hear about black men during the civil rights movement, and white folks say, they just hired them because they black. No, we qualified. Okay? When them white hospitals hired black brain surgeons, they was overqualified. When these companies are hiring you sisters, they ain't hiring y'all just because y'all sisters. And hey, I don't blame it. I'd be slick too. The government says you get special compensation if you hire a woman, right? If you hire a minority, and if you hire handicapped. So I find me a crippled black woman. And I got all 3 of them. You understand what I'm saying? And then check it, well, wait a minute. You know, and one of the things I try to tell the brothers about the sisters is, remember when you was in high school and college? You remember who was doing our term papers for us that needed them done? Huh? Was the sister. Remember that? She was doing hers and mine. Remember that? And now they're saying, well, there's more black women in college today than black men. You know why? Because until the federal government, thanks to the civil rights movement, started forcing issues and they started putting up money to recruit blacks, there was never no money for black women. I mean, think about that. And we were such a sexist society that I saw to it that my sons went to college, but not the girls. I don't care how smart you were. And so now, I say that to say, they had a Sonny Liston, okay? Sonny Liston was told to throw a fight. Sonny Liston went to jail because he murdered a rich white man that was having an affair with his mama, and he was one of them freaky dudes. And I'm not saying white folks are freaky, black folks, I'm just talking about the situation that he's one of them freaky dudes and beat his mama, you know. And I didn't understand when I was a child, there's some folks that just can't have sexual discharge unless they're whooping you and making you. Then there's another one can't have sexual discharge till he's stabbing you and seeing blood. See, a lot of people talk about, a lot of women say, if somebody try to rape me, I just let him have it. It might be more than that. Okay? Maybe more. I met a dude say that he can't get an erection in a discharge till he put a pistol in somebody's face. I said, I'm glad I know you. I mean, I'd hate for a dude to walk up at midnight and I thought all he wanted was my money. You know. But you clever, you know. You know, like I be running through the hood and the brother say, hey, my man, you know, because I don't live in the hood. I ain't going to lie to you, but I go through there. And I try to be regular. My man, he said, put them both up, nigga, this is a stick-up, you know. And I said, I ain't got no problem with that, you know. And I try to tell my white friends, because, you know, I got this company, Bohemian Diet, and I got white folks work for me. I try to tell them if you run through the hood. Now, I don't lie to white folks. There is a possibility something can happen to you in the ghetto, you know. And it got nothing to do with you being white and them being black, because them same folks would bust your head, hit my grandmother in the head. And I'd be mad if they hit her and wouldn't hit you. But when you go through the hood, and I tell the white folks that, you see, y'all always try to direct stuff. When blood says, hey, you, First thing you want to do is stop. He didn't call you, keep walking. You know what I'm saying? You know he's talking about you, but don't, just keep walking. Hey, honky, stop. That's easy. Stop. Look around. You don't see no more white folks. Blood just causes you. But now, don't reach in your pocket because you don't know what they want. You understand? Don't see, white folks always want to direct something. Kick them up. No. Get up against the wall. Then just get up against the wall because you feel it might be a gay thing. Just get up against the wall. Now give me your money. Now, I got a sneaky suspicion that this is a serious robbery. And you just give them the money. I've been living in the ghetto for so long, I just say, hey, man, don't take this money, but do it quick, man, because I'm on my way to get my AIDS shot. If I was a woman, somebody, and I don't say this facetiously, if somebody's going to rape me, I would just some kind of way say, I just hope you got some condoms, because I got AIDS, and I just... The dude would probably not only rape you, but go turn you in. The rapist. Did you ever think you'd see today that we would live where society... I mean, this thing is moving so fast. You ever think you'd see today, you go to the doctor, and the doctor would walk out and say, you've been blessed, it's only syphilis? I mean, and you fall on yourself, thank God, it's only syphilis. And they say, no sex is safe sex. Y'all know that, right? So then somebody come up and say, the same people who invented AIDS now say, but you can have safe sex. But y'all have to listen. You have to listen to that intelligence. Can you get sex from oral sex? Can you get AIDS from oral sex? No. That don't even sound right. That's like somebody saying, Dick Gregory, here's 2 pounds of hamburger meat. If you eat all this hamburger meat, nothing will happen to you, but if you zip your pants down and stick your joint in it, you'll die. And I don't know what oral sex is anyway. See, white people talking cold. Oral sex. I got a cousin in the ghetto named Earl, who we call oral. So they say you can have safe sex with a condom. Do you know everything has holes in it? You know that, right? Stand up for a minute, just really please. See the holes in it here? Everything has holes in it. You have holes in you. I mean, there's holes. You know that? We are billions of things. We're billions of particles being held together by a vacuum. Let me hold this up there. This paper got a hole in it. Now there's certain things you can do to make stuff leak through the hole. Like you can put ice in a glass. And they be tricking us so good, they tell us that's condensation. You know how you put ice in the glass and put on your dresser, and the dresser wet? And you trying to wonder where that water came from? And the last thing you think, how many of y'all ever been driving down the highway? Solomon, driving down the highway, right? Moon's in front of you. You know what I mean? And you just laughing and talking, look up, the moon behind you, but you ain't turned. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Huh? You hear what I'm saying? I mean, I try not to get into it, because then if I really get into it, maybe it's 1, 2, 3, or 4 moons, and I hate to be thinking like that when I'm by myself. I just say moon gone. Y'all know what I'm saying, though. You understand what I'm saying? Now, the way you determine the hole in this paper, can you see it with the human eye? So if you took, what could you see it with if you put it under what? Microscope. And then once you got to see the hole, if you look up to the number on the microscope, then you know what that hole is called. 1 microbe. Okay? So if you take a condom, it has holes in them, right? Can't see it, right? So you put it on the microscope, right? And when you see the hole, you look and it's 5. So that means the hole in a condom would be called 5 microbes. Y'all got that? 5 microbes. Now do your finger like that for me. Now let that represent 5 microbes. You got that? Now this going to blow you now. All right? Now we're going to say, what does that represent? Come on, son, hold your finger up like that for me. There's 5 microbes, right? All right? HIV virus, you know what that is? 1 microbe. All right? See what they did? That means the HIV virus will get through that rubber you wearing one time with enough to take 4 more partners with them side by side. See what they do? Okay? Do you see what they're doing? But it didn't sound right in the first place, did it? They're gonna give me something for safe sex? I mean, I'm 61 years old. They've had free lunches in school. Why would they give us lunches? Because they wanted us to what? Eat, right? Why would they give you condoms unless they want you to what? Okay? Okay? I mean, if I'm 61, I swear I wish I was in school now. I mean, I'll be just sitting there doing some math which I didn't like, and the teacher said, here's a condom. Thank you. It's a game. Want a free needle? Hmm? They give free needles, right? So you don't catch AIDS, right? You mean people have been shooting up for 200 years, and just the last 10 years they started using dirty needles? Huh? Or are they putting AIDS in the needle? Hmm? I got too many of y'all around here. I don't need y'all. I got computers. IBM just laid off 60,000. Y'all see that? And before that, 3 months before they laid off 40,000. Before that, they laid off 50,000. White folks. White folks. How many black folks you know work for IBM? Huh? See, I mean, I say that there's a lot of black folks think there's a conspiracy against black folks. That's secondary. Okay? These white folks laid off. Ain't no white person got no say. Y'all know they got computers. Look, you know, you see these computers we see? You see the televisions, the latest model television? If they put that on where anybody can get it, what do you think they got that they haven't told us about? Hmm? You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, if I give her a gun and I don't like her, and I give her a gun, she got to have enough sense to know if I give her a gun, I got a laser. All right? Because I'm giving her a gun so them two can kill each other. Right? But suppose them two get slick and turn on me, right? You better not try it. So if I'm going to give y'all needles so you can get AIDS, the question you should ask me, if you love me that much, how come you don't give me a facility so I can break the addiction? That's where you catch it. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, no, not complicated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of us going to New York tonight. We're going to turn ourselves in as drug addicts. Got that? We just don't want... White boy had a funny line. He said he took some crack and messed him up so bad he went in his own house and stole his own television set. That got to be a trip. You running down and stole you a set, and you running down and see your picture on the set. You know, people put their pictures up on... If you was home tonight, you know how they can program your mind? And the reason it's hard to walk out here and remember what I said, that's why it's nice they tape, because you remember through repetition. So I can get on TV and keep saying the same thing over and over and over and over, right? See how they do it? But what they want you to hear, they keep saying, coke is it, coke is it. How old is the little girl? Let's take her back to 2 years. Okay? She's watching television, right? Right? You in the house. She said, coke is it? She look around, everybody happy, right? See what they did? Okay. Then they add 20 years onto it. It makes her what? 22. She's at a party. See, have some coke. She go back to 2 years where her in her house with her mother and father, coke is it. See how they do it? See how they do it? You think you're looking at a little innocent commercial? I can take you away from your spiritual self. I can't control you until I can make you less spiritual. How do I do that? Make you hostile, make you aggressive? Got that? Make you hostile? What? No, that's later. See, I can't addict you, make you hostile and aggressive. Right? You let an evil nigga like me come in your house and make your little child hostile and aggressive? Would you? If you looking at me nasty and evil, would you? Come on, come on. Would you let me come in and take your little white child? You honky baby? I didn't say you had one, baby. I'm playing with you. Don't get personal. I don't even know if you white. You know, we got some sisters that's whiter than you. Your hair a little nappy too up in the front too. I don't know, baby. I don't know who you are. I'm just... You know, but I said we was drug addicts a few minutes ago, so you know, I'm just, you know, I don't know nothing. I told the brother he was gay. You know what I mean? I'm just using examples, you know. I don't mean, you know what I'm saying? So I got to move fast. I ain't got no time for no personal stuff. You know what I mean? So I said, I come in and see you little honky baby. Would you know what I'm saying? Jack and Jill went up the hill to get a pail of water. Before it's over, both of them gonna fall. Humpty Dumpty sit on the wall. Before it's over, gonna break itself in a billion pieces. Little Miss Muffin sit on the top and spider gonna scare away. Rock a boy baby in the treetops. Before it's over, the baby and the cradle. They do it through the nursery rhyme. Okay? That's how they get you. Not me. You watching me. You know where the nursery rhymes come from? You know what? Out of Germany. Hitler and the Nazis put them together. Okay? That's how they do it. And that's how I fake you out, by taking you out of your spiritual thing and putting you into this here little place. Why do you take a little bitty baby and sing some stuff to it that somebody else wrote that you don't know anyway? Well, I mean, you know, it's just better the baby. The baby doesn't know. Baby relate with you. That's your daughter. When she was in your belly at one time. Every time you walk, she's floating that water, wouldn't she? Okay? You been out to Six Flags? You live here? Who? You been out to Six Flags? You know why they make so much money? They create the same feeling you felt in your mother's womb. That's all. That's how they make that money. That's all in rides are about. To make you create that same sensation. That's all. Right? That's the whole game. They just take advantage of a universal force, and that's how they do it. That's what they do. And so that's that whole game of how. So now, how many I count? 9? We drug addicts. We go to New York. We turn ourselves in. We're tired of being drug addicts. I stole my mother's television set. I took her purse, and if she'd have caught me, I'd have took her. You understand what I'm saying? And we go, and you know what New York, anybody here from New York? You know New York, they got a 2-year waiting list. You know that? Did y'all know that? I mean, did y'all know that? See, on New York City, we ain't talking about no gooseneck Tennessee, we talking about New York City, serious New York. 2-year, 18 months, a 2-year waiting list. 9 of us, drug addicts. We don't want to be drug addicts no more. In New York, they said, well, you have to be for 2 years because we don't have no place to put you. All right? Okay? Now, we're bosom friends, all of us. Matter of fact, I don't only do dope with y'all, I got y'all on dope. I had a partner of mine, great writer named Jim Sanders. Just this night, I taught him how to drink. I stopped drinking, and he didn't. He dead now. And he got so out of it, when I moved from Chicago to Massachusetts, he would call me up, collect, want to know if he could borrow 35 cents. That whiskey will do that to you. He would call me long distance. Brother Greg, you okay? I said, yeah, I'm fine, man. Can I borrow 35 cents? I said, yes. Because I taught him how to drink. So I taught y'all how to do dope. You follow me? But now we can't get cured for how long in New York? 2 years. Now, I'm going to confess something to y'all. You know, I've been coughing lately. Y'all hear me? And I just found out I got pneumonia and it's left your lung. You know, I've been complaining to y'all about this headache I got. Well, I found out it's a brain tumor. All right? So now I got a pneumonia, a brain tumor, plus I'm an addict, right? Pneumonia, brain tumor, plus I'm an addict, right? You got that? Where y'all been, man? How come y'all couldn't get in? You got handicapped parking, nigga. All you got to do is park the damn car. You got there. You don't need to get these people here to look all around, man, trying to find a place to park. All you got to do, as long as you with him, you park anywhere you want to park. They ain't gonna do nothing to you. You understand what I'm saying? It'd be funny if he wasn't handicapped. He just walked like this, just being hip. They got some good laws for handicap now, though. You know? Y'all know that you see that bill just got passed through? Should make us all. Get a little check. Where do we leave? Got it. Paying attention. Paying attention. Brain tumor. Right? Now, check this out. I just revealed to you all that I'm not only just an addict like the rest of y'all, but I have a lung and a brain tumor, right? But there's a problem because in New York, we can't get treatment for 2 years, right? But now, I can't wait, right? Now, watch this. So I'm going to have to say to you all, I'm going to do something, and I need y'all to help me. Okay? You got it? Okay. You see that white lady there? I'm going to go hit her in the head with a brick and snatch on her purse. Now, y'all can't let nobody know y'all know me. You got that? Y'all come and y'all hold me like y'all don't know me. Follow this? Got that? Hold me. So now y'all hold me, what's going to happen? Police come, arrest me, right? On Sunday night. By Monday, they will examine me. Tuesday, they'll operate on my brain tumor. They'll start treating my pneumonia and my addiction. Now, is there something wrong living in a country where they'll spend billions of dollars as long as in the form of revenge? Okay? Now go on, tell me. And don't you think you're not going to pay for this. Okay? Did y'all hear me? Do I have to say that again? Y'all see what just happened? A nation that talks about love and talks about God. All right? But as long as we go turn ourselves in and say we don't want to do what I just finished doing, right? They ain't got no room for us. That Christian Bible, they had no room back then at the end, right? But as long as I am willing to hit this white woman in the head with a brick, and she don't even know it's just a fake. That nigga coming across the street running at her, and you see that expression you have on face. Well, that's what I am when I'm running with you with a brick. You know, and scream, ah! You know, perception. See, we get all friendly in a room. Don't nobody want to talk about perception. You park your car over there. You had to run into the bank. I parked my car over there, run to the bank, and me and you both running late, and you run to your car, I run to my car. You think I'm chasing you. Perception. Come here, son. Come here. And y'all got to work fast now. Turn. I go in his pocket, pull out a beeper. What's the first thing come to your mind? Okay, thank you. A little white son sitting over here, go in his pocket, pull out a beeper. Doogie Howser. See what they do? Y'all hear me? Perception? You black folks better hurry up and learn that, because what y'all letting these networks and the news do to you, all of you black folks in here, they got suits on. Stand up. Stand up. Come on, stand up. All right? There's going to come a day that white folks will look at y'all looking like that and say, drug pushers. All right? All y'all standing here that ain't got no suit on, stand up. All right? White folks look at y'all and say, drug addicts. See how it works? There's going to be one or two. See how that game? See how that game works? Perception. Queen Elizabeth's good at it. She's the queen. I mean, be honest. Can you just visualize Queen Elizabeth sitting on the toilet with her drawers drooped over her knees, farting and singing up that toilet like you do? See what perception will do? See how they do it? That's the game they play. What's the game? Some kind of what? Bill Cosby, television show, he was what? Doctor, right? You ever see him in the hospital? You ever see him operate on anybody? And then after everybody in the world got used of a black man being a doctor that never was in the hospital, they give us a 15-year-old white boy named Doogie Howser that's in the operating room every week. See how they do it? Let me tell you something. There's going to come a day that it will not be people like me and Jesse Jackson and Malcolm X that's going to break stuff down for y'all. Y'all got the same brain we have. I don't know how to boogie. I can't do that whatchamacallit because I was spending my time looking through the papers. I really shouldn't even be here today, but the Brown family is so close to me. Some people call me. There's a black brother going to die in the electric chair tonight. And they called me and they said, would you come? Normally I would be there. Okay? But I said, no, I got some personal friends. I have to speak for him tomorrow, you know. And I've got to speak because the family just went through, and I'll explain the funeral and the whole bit in a minute. Oh, gorgeous. You know, I mean, incredible. But I can't be there, you know. I mean, here's a projection of a family that have really made a difference. Really made a difference. This ain't Jack the Rapper crowd. And we know different than them, except we here on the new vibration. And as long as y'all been coming here, this is what, 40, how many years? 46 years. Nobody drunk, and you know we drink. Okay? You see what vibrations will do? No fist fights. And they pulled the guns out over there, what was that, Friday? They pulled the guns out over there Friday. Had so many guns they wouldn't even shoot. See what perception will do? That's what we got to deal with. Perception, 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 perception. What's your name, brother? How old are you? 21. You look like you're about 16. Hoping you're older than that. Tired of old white folks looking young. I'm going to make you about 40. Billionaire. Billionaire. Serious white billionaire. Mike Tyson. You give him $30 million to fight. What's your name, brother? Keith. Gonna fight Mike. You give him $10 million. How much? You paying both of them? You giving him 30, and you giving him 10 million. How much you giving both of them for the fight? $40 million. No serious white businessman gonna give two niggas that ain't never been to college, okay, $40 million just to show up. Okay? It's about throwing fights. Okay? And Mike Tyson beat a gnat to death with a club hand because so y'all can't even make no money on him. Okay? Hear me good now. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm sure he threw the Buster Douglas fight. And then got mad. Hagler threw the fight to Sugar Ray. Y'all know the story? Then Hagler got mad and started, you know Hagler don't live in this country, don't y'all? They ran him out the country. And it ain't no black thing. When Rocky Marciano fought his brother, how many times? Twice. One time with a wig on, another time with, not as his brother. That's what boxing, that's these sports is the sports do. Do you realize the favorite in the Kentucky Derby haven't won in 14 years? You serious? It looks like every night. They so nasty, they won't even let the number one horse win every now and then. Whole game. And so, he get all uppity. My grandson said, I'm the greatest white hope ever lived. 5 more fights, and I'll have the record for the most wins. And he did. And then white folks put him on a plane one day. They're crazy. In a cornfield. Sonny Liston threw the fights to Ali. It's a game. It's a game. How many of y'all? Any of y'all old enough to remember that Ali fight when Ali won? Which way was Sonny Liston's hand going when Ali fell? Coming back. That's why they call it the phantom punch. Ali was bringing his hand back this way and Sonny fell. You know, you fall, he probably looked over so that cracker mafia got him. Then when Sonny got ready to throw another fight, Sonny said, I can't throw this fight tonight. My girlfriend in the thing. His wife spoke on that number, that old boyfriend, girlfriend. So he didn't throw it. He threw the next one for me, and while he's laying in his bed in Vegas, they came in, shot him up with so much dope it killed him, and the paper just said he died from an overdose. It's a game. Can't make no money with Mike Tyson. This white man here is going to give 2 black men $40 million just to show up? And you going to get in the ring and wipe him out in 2 seconds? We can't even make the networks can't make no money, the commercials. The worst thing in the world, look at the Mike Tyson fight. Because after he punched the cat out, for the next hour, they're showing it, they say, well, now, here's what he looked like when you hit him under the booty. And now we hit him in the top. They're trying to get them commercials in. They say, now we're going to show you what happened when you hit him in the side of the balls. And then hooked him over in here. When Mike Tyson fought, they had to have cameras all kind of ways so they could stretch that hour. I said, here we go now. Now we're going to see Mike hit him from everywhere you can hit somebody. Those are games they play. And you have a consciousness in your head. And if you listen at the trial, he paid that lawyer $2 million. And the defense they used, you knew Dick Gregory, when he get around white women, he's going to put his hand under your dress. That's the defense he used. Baby, my hand gets nervous just saying that just now. You ought to get this video taken to the folks. Here it is. That's the hand I'm talking about. It's like, you don't know about it. Take it off. That's the game they play. The trial comes up. Now we got to establish that you are of good character, although you went by at 2 o'clock in the morning. That have to be established. See what we make women do? But if you was a man and some gays raped you, you wouldn't have to establish good character. How do you do it? How do you do it? And so, you got to prove how you walked in the room with me, and I got undressed, right? So the first thing the jury wanted to know, what was she doing while I was getting undressed, right? So she said she went to the bathroom. You know the story? Because she was on her period, right? She went to the bathroom, right? And she went to the bathroom to change her sanitary napkin, right? So now, when I come back, he's naked. Now, wasn't that a good story? So now that gets me out of the room. Then she said, he throws him on the bed, and he starts having oral sex. And his lawyers never asked, well, did you have a pad on? Did you take a peek? I mean, that was a setup from the beginning. But the reason I'm taking your time, the wrong reason that people are saying, oh, she had no business going. Yes, she did have business going there. At 2 o'clock in the morning. Without somebody for it. A whore got a right to go in a room that's going to sell you her body, then change her mind if she wants to. And you don't have a right. That's a game. But that's a game we men play. And we men play. You and I are going to leave here. We're going to have us a couple of drinks. Okay? And we're going to lie. Because we're going to do an example. You follow me? We're going to say my car was stolen. I don't have a car. Right? Okay? But I tell you what, y'all can laugh. I'm not talking about Dick Gregory. I'm just talking about John Doe. Say my car was stolen, right? But you know when you pick up the Atlanta paper tomorrow and look under the little crime watch, it'll show my car listed as stolen. Y'all got that? Okay? Let's say, now I am Dick Gregory. Let's say your boyfriend walked up on us and we start fighting and he break my jaw. But I got two things going bad for me. Nobody know I drink. And 2, I'm supposed to be nonviolent, and so I can't be in a fight, and my jaw is broke, and so now we'll just say I was mugged. You follow that? This is your boyfriend. He did it. We call the police, say I was mugged, right? You know the world tomorrow will wake up that Dick Gregory was mugged. Y'all know that, right? Now, I wasn't mugged, right? And I didn't have a car stolen, right? What's your name there? Melinda gets raped. Okay? Raped. Downstairs in the basement. You know what's going to happen in the paper tomorrow? Alleged. That's the word they're going to use before rape. See how it works? See how it works? Not alleged car theft, not alleged. See how it works when it's my turn? But when it becomes your turn. Did you follow it now? And the minute you see the word alleged, right? Okay? It's like, what's your name, brother? If none of us like William, okay, because y'all like me and William took my woman from me when we was in high school. So we're going to get William today. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go in and we're going to kill William and we're going to leave $40,000 worth of cocaine and $100,000 worth of cash. At the end of the story, it will say drug related. Right? And it wasn't. And the minute you read that, you kind of like, it was okay. See how they do it? But the whole game is about the whole perception, the whole piece. And so when you sit and look at the whole Michael Jordan piece, sure they throw games. Sure. Baseball throw games. Pay up folks all that money. If I'm paying you that kind of money, you work for me. You do what I tell you to do. It's a game they play. How do you throw a basketball game? The referee. You the best player in the world, I call 3 quick fouls on you, your whole game got to change. Whole game changes. Okay? And for those of you who come in late, if y'all haven't heard the news, they say they arrested 2 people for Jordan killing. You know they was black and they was 18, and it's a violent thing. But think about something. It wasn't a mafia hit, because first the mafia shoots you in the head, and they leave you to send a message. And when the mafia decides to hide you, can't nobody find you. If you don't believe that, go ask Jimmy Hoffa's children, where's Daddy? Y'all hear what I'm saying? Huh? Anybody here from Philadelphia? Last week you had a mafia hit? Oh, you weren't there. Anybody? You remember? Last week you had a mafia hit? Found them right where they shot them, right? That's messages. They don't hide. They don't hide. How many of y'all have seen the mafia hit? Right in the car. You'll see them laying dead in the car. They don't hide because I'm sending a message. And so they would still have to explain to me more than they telling me. How is it all at once y'all was so dumb for almost 3 weeks and then y'all get brilliant overnight? What kind of car you have? $50,000. Okay? If we all cops, we see old Chevy that's been trashed, old 1947 Chevy, who cares? But when you see that $50,000 car, the first person you think of, black or white, owns it. White, right? And they got some money, right? Which means we better be careful how we fill out this report. I'm talking about as cops, right? Now we don't know no murders involved. This is our job, right? And we know we're dealing with some folks with some money, right? So now we don't see no license plate on it, and that kind of tell you something, maybe foul play, maybe not. But as cops, all we got to do is let up that car and take that number off that motor and send it in, and in 2 seconds that computer will kick us back Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan's daddy's name and address and where he lived. So what is this mess? Y'all didn't know who it was. And then they pull the body out of the water and cremate it. I mean, but wait a minute. Did y'all hear why he cremated? They didn't know who it was, right? So now, if y'all cremate me because you don't know who I am, do it make sense to keep the ashes? I mean, if you didn't know me then, you damn well can't. I mean, if you didn't know me when I was old, how the hell can you make? I mean, how you gonna? You know what I'm saying? If you couldn't identify me, whatever was left, you know you can't do it with the ashes. So why would you keep the ashes? That's a waste of time. Okay? Unless they was laughing. We got this nigga here. And so what was it? You know? Now it might have been robbery. And I wouldn't be thinking it was a white woman. Had the police behaved different. I just get this here just from their behavior. We find the body, we find the car, we didn't know who it was. Come on, I got more sense than that. I know you can check a car and know who it is. You find a body without, look, they pull mummies out the tomb and tell us that they was poisoned with strychnine. Now, what did you do with that machine in the last year? Throw it away? Those are the games that they play. Why did they burn him up? Sexually did they mutilate him? So now there's no evidence. And let me tell you something. There's my son. Stand up back there. Stand right there. Right there. Johansson. Okay. Come here. Come on down here. You need to do something. Now listen to this. If they arrested him for that, it'd be hard for them to get them in jail when they can't produce no body. Don't bring no ashes in here. You know, I'm not even being a lawyer, I can handle that case. You understand what I'm saying? Look at something in a minute. Y'all follow what I'm saying? Okay. And believe me, it'd be more to it coming out than what they're telling us. And I say, maybe they did do it. Okay? Maybe they did do it. but you just take their record. If I've been known to be a drunkard and a drug addict, and y'all see me staggering in the room, it would never dawn on you that my blood pressure's up and I'm dizzy. You would think I'm high, right? It's the same way when you see these cops. Because, I mean, if you watch them cops for the last 3 days, they just get dumber every day. And they were sitting there, didn't even act like cops, act like they were scared. So somewhere, when you sit and you look and listen, but that's what you have to. And so when we talk about nutrition, there's two nutrition. There's the physical one and the mental one. Mental one. I've been at the gang. You heard about, you've been reading about the gangs that stop the killing? They ain't lying. I've been in 2 conferences with them. I mean, you know what it's like sitting at a table and there's a blood sitting across, been shot in the back 11 times, and a Crip sitting across from him and did the shooting, and they're at the same table talking about stop the killing. But we in this room will still go smack husbands and wives and girlfriends and boyfriends and brothers and sisters. Hear me good now. Because there's something wrong with a nation that tell the Bloods and the Crips to stop the killing, but we ain't stopped our hitting. There's something wrong when the Bloods and the Crips can come to a room and sit down, and it's hilarious. I mean, Dad says, how come you here? Because I got 10 children, I can't tell none of my children what to do. Y'all can stop killing. You know how much power that is? I mean, y'all can stop killing. And don't let anybody trick you. Chicago, the homicide rate in Chicago had decreased 47%. In the gang area, 82%. All right? L.A., sad, L.A. In the L.A. community, about 29%, the homicide rate have decreased. In the gang-related areas, something like 60%, but in the Chicano area, it's increased because they haven't been included into the... How many of y'all saw a movie called Jacob's Ladder? Jacob's Ladder. Okay. See, we were talking about perception. How many of y'all saw a movie called The Crying Game? Crying Game. Crying Game. Hell of a movie. Should have won Academy Award. Should have won Academy Award. But it was Clint Eastwood. You know, and they feel sorry for Clint. He was tall, white boy, ugly. You know, he ain't got nothing, but I mean, Clint Eastwood is an ugly white boy. Now, ain't no way you can, you know, he might be a star, but the boy ugly. You know. Like the what's the dude do Nightline? Now, Ted Koppel might be smart, but that's a strange looking. He looked like the father of the boy on the cover of the Mad magazine. You know what I mean? Crying Game. Let me see y'all think. How many of y'all saw Crying Game? Crying Game. Crying Game. A black brother in the British Army. He gay. A fine black sister who's a boy. You follow that now? The black man's gay, the black woman is a black man, and all the white folks were freedom fighters. See how they do it? Hear me good now. See how they do it? And you sit there and say, wow, what a great perception. It ain't no accident they give us a movie called Silence of the Lamb, where white boys are cannibals, and 6 months later give us a white boy that's been eating brothers. And y'all stupid enough to believe that this little sissy-looking white boy gonna go to Milwaukee. He didn't go up to where the black folk got the doctor's degree in ballerinas and play violin. He go in a hardcore ghetto area and just eat up black construction work niggas who ain't got no job. Try that. No, don't laugh. Y'all bought into it. Y'all bought into this little sissy white boy gonna go in a hardcore ghetto. Cops are scared to mess with them niggas. Just ate them at will. And then after they arrest him, the next week after that, a movie come out called Body Parts. Then all this information starts coming out to convince us that it is. And, oh, yes, that's not the first one. First time I did it was 14 years ago. I was in high school at my prom. And I got to think, now, Jesus, when I went to prom, I was just wondering if I could kiss the girl. He talked about could he get this chump's liver. See, that boy had a lot of pressure on him, didn't it? I mean, can you imagine we had to dance? I just wondered if I'm going to get a little kiss. My man back there wondered if he going to get your jaws. He don't want your jaws. He wants your jaws. serious? And then what happened? You see what happened? They go back to that little town in Ohio, and in 2 days, they find bones. 14 years later. The airline lost my bag yesterday. They ain't found it. I said, I wish y'all used the same machine y'all used finding bones inside my bag. It's a game. They play. And somewhere when you hear it and feel it and see it, gangs. How many of y'all saw the movie Jacob's Ladder? Anybody? Let me see your hand. Jacob's Ladder. Americans in Vietnam. The CIA hired a dude to come to Vietnam to make a chemical to give the Americans in their food. So they'd be what? Huh? Better what? Killers. Killers. And they gave them too much. That was the movie about? Gave them too much. And on the way up to engage the Viet Cong, they wiped out their whole division. That's what the movie was about. Y'all know that, right? Okay? We put something in the American food that made them such killers that on the way to engage the Viet Cong, they turned on each other. And how can you see that movie and not have them explain to you what's going on in the black community? The next thing now, are they putting it in the water or is it in the air? I mean, they're so nasty, they won't only do it, they will do a movie on how they did it. How they did it. I mean, look through there and find my L.A. Times. L.A. Times, here. Oh, no, maybe here. L.A. Times. Try that one. L.A. Times. You remember the riots in L.A.? No, that's not. Oh, with Rodney King? There. Oh, Rodney King. Try that one. Oh, Rodney King. Remember that? The first trial? You could tell that they was going to lose before the jury came in, because CNN said the jury just asked a question to the judge, and the question was, the 6-day deliberation, the jury sent a message out to the judge. They wanted to know the definition of a whooping. Okay? Yeah. All right, here we are. You see the date on there? What's the date? Pretty loud if you see it. The date, right there, top, cross, top. What paper? Can you see the paper?
Yeah.
New York Times. What's the date?
May 10th, 1992.
What's the headline?
Los Angeles police differ sharply with prosecutors on arrest.
What paper is that in?
New York Times.
What paper? Headlines was what?
Los Angeles police differ sharply with prosecutors on arrest.
Did you hear that? Second paragraph. What'd you say?
Police officials said today that they had arrested 18,000 people from Wednesday night, April 29th, the day the riot began, through this morning, but the prosecutors said they could not account for as many as 10,000 of those people. We don't know where the people are, said James K. Hahn, the Los Angeles city attorney. It's a mystery to a lot of people in the system right now.
Did you hear that? Under the false pretense that there was a riot, they ripped off 10,000 black men. There's something in black people's body that they stealing. Did you hear that? Now, this ain't me saying, that's the New York Times. And who is it talking about? Huh? The prosecutor in L.A. said the L.A. police, they said 18,000. It was 18,213. The LAPD said, we arrested 18,213. Prosecutor said, they never came here. But let's go back to Nazi Germany. All right? 2 Jews. These are your sons. We come, SS troops, in the middle of the morning, take your boys. All right? You worried? You trying to get out the house, get down station. We got a guard in front of the house, right? So the next morning, you show at the police station, right? And they tell you there's no record of them, right? You think they lying, right? But not till many years later did we find out they never made it to the police station. We put them on cattle cars. Now go back to L.A. They're under the false pretense of a riot. Okay? False pretense. Did everybody believe it? And y'all should have thought through it. How many of y'all looked at it when it first hit on TV? Did y'all watch on TV? Just kind of go back in your mind. The first 3.5 hours, there was no fire. If you went to jail all over America today, you couldn't find 3 black men in jail for arson. We can't do that. We don't do that. And you sisters know that when y'all go on a picnic with us. We be so embarrassed, y'all go somewhere to get something, we be throwing all kind of lighter fluid and stuff, and when you come back, ribs be on fire. But yet, for the first 3 hours, you didn't see no fire in L.A., and the next thing, the whole town was on fire. Okay. Anybody here from L.A.? You live there now? You know they're building a subway in L.A.? First time in the history, y'all got a subway system coming through? Any of y'all know that? Now when you build a subway, you have to buy property, right? You know the worst property in the world to try to buy is businesses in the black community. You know why? Because, hey, people not loyal to your business, they loyal to that corner. So when they come in and buy your corner and move you 15 blocks away, they ain't coming there. They go 15 blocks to Sears and Roebuck. Y'all hear what I'm saying? But they're not going to your cleaners. All right? So if your business is worth $10 million and the land is worth $5 million, the government got to pay you $15 million. Right? And then they got to relocate you, right? But once they relocate you, the people ain't coming, right? So you ain't selling, right? So they had a map out there called the blue line. All right? The blue line. And that blue line represented businesses in the black community that wouldn't sell. So after the Rodney King verdict came down, strange thing happened. The fires, 98% of the fires followed the path of the blue line. Now, your $10 million business, $5 million with the land. Now, you don't have a $10 million business, and the land is worth $5 million now. So now we get it for nothing. The games they play. The games they play. Any of y'all went over to Kuwait in here? Anybody go to Kuwait? Y'all have any loved ones that went over? Y'all been reading about the ones that went over come back all sick now? But now, have you asked yourself a question? If they got sick, how come the Kuwaitis ain't sick? Come on now. Huh? Being they were smell. No. They got a problem with the military, especially black folks. Most black folks go to the army because they can't do what? Can't get no job, right? So in the process of going to the army because you can't get no job, they teach you how to kill, right? Now, if we don't need the army no more, that means now we got to send you back out here, right? As what? So now you see why they're getting sick when they're coming back there and inject stuff in them, so they'll fall dead. They're going to have you turn around. They're going to have y'all out here with no job, man. Please. What's the name of this book here? What's the name of that?
Conspirators, Hierarchy, the Story of the Committee of 300.
Conspirators Hierarchy. Hip book. Who wrote it? Now listen to this here. It's incredible.
John Coleman, Dr. John Coleman.
Dr. John Coleman of M what? Keep reading right across.
A former member of the British M16.
That's MI6. That's British intelligence. So you know he know, right? And what he's going to finish with, see what he says. Listen what he says.
Rips the lid off the conspiratorial group which knows no national
boundaries.
Is above the law
of all countries.
Every aspect of politics, religion, commerce, industry, banking, insurance, mining, and even the drug trade.
What? So the Pope finally came out and spoke up against the mafia, and then 10 days later they killed his cardinal in Mexico. Turn to page 84. 84, I should have it marked. 84. Y'all been reading about the Bloods in the Crips? Bloods in the Crips, them gangs, killing up everybody? 84. I don't have it marked. 86. Listen to this.
Gang wars were carefully...
Hold a minute. Y'all know about the Bloods in the Crips? Now listen to this.
Gang wars were carefully planned at Stanford, deliberately...
Hold it. Y'all hear that? The great Stanford University. All right? They got everybody believing it's a nigger thing. Stanford University. All right? Planned the whole gang war. And then to make y'all fall in line, they give us some Puerto Ricans who don't nobody like. And they give us a gang play called West Side Story that wins the Academy Award and the Tony. See how they do it? Perception. But it's no different than Silence of the Lamb, Academy Award. Huh? Go ahead. Go back. Read from the beginning.
Gang wars were carefully planned at Stanford, deliberately designed to shock society and cause ripples and disturbances. By 1958, there were in excess of 200 of these gangs. They were made popular by a musical and a Hollywood movie, West Side Story. After making the news for a decade, suddenly in 1966, they disappeared off the streets of New York, Los Angeles, Newark, New Jersey, Philadelphia, and Chicago. Throughout the near decade of gang violence, the public reacted according to the profile and response Stanford expected.
Hold on a minute. You hear what they said? They had already had a profile that they expected. And so this whole thing that we sit back because we so unspiritual and ungodly, these fools, a bunch of murderers, criminals, Stanford University. When you think of Stanford, you don't think of gangsters and unethical people. That's how them Germans got away so long. The scientists. Remember? Oh, they just said, oh, Jesus, once upon Braun, the V1 and the V2 rocket. And we went over there and we bombed their oil installation. And 3 days later, them V1 and V2 rockets were still running, and we couldn't understand it. And come to find out, them scientists had found a way to make them rockets run on potato juice. Yeah, you go eat some French fries now. Don't be frowning, talk about, potato juice. What is it in a potato make a rocket fly? But that's the game. Perception. Watch it. Cartoons in white papers. They got a big old brother, tall as the Empire State Building, lips hanging down to his knees, big old African flats, and got one of them big old ghetto blasters. And he's walking across the editorial page. You ever know what I'm talking about? Follow that? Got ghetto blaster, big as that, big as this. I said, okay, keep that. Give me a nice little old white boy. Stand up. Give me a nice little old white boy. Put a suit on him. Get this suit on him. Nice little suit. Come on, look more intelligent than that. Okay, all right. Look at that, right? Now put this little briefcase under his arm. Briefcase under his arm. Here you hold your briefcase. I'm standing next to him. I got my lips down to my knees. I got this big old ghetto blaster. Follow me? But in his briefcase is plans for a bomb more detrimental than the nuclear bomb. Who's the violation of God, me or him? Thank you. See what they do with perception? See what they do with perception? In this briefcase, I got something here to wipe out whole towns. And they got me ashamed of black folks playing music loud. But the mafia, who brings in all the dope, the slime and earth, they go to the opera. Oh, Rosemary, I love you. One more to be speaking of you. How you doing? Have fun too. Did you finish with it? Could finish it.
Society as a whole could not comprehend gang warfare, and the public responded in a maladaptive manner. Has there been those wise enough to recognize the gang war that Stanford's experiment in social engineering and brainwashing, the conspirator's plot would have been exposed? Either we did not have trained specialists who could see what was going on, which is highly unlikely, or else they were threatened and remained silent. The cooperation with Stanford by the news media brought to light a new way to tackle our environment, just as predicted by the social engineers and new scientists at Tavistock. In 1989, gang warfare, the social conditioning to change, was introduced to the streets of Los Angeles. Within a few short months of this first incident, gangs began to proliferate, first in the scores, then in the hundreds of the streets of the east side of Los Angeles. Crack houses and rampant prostitution proliferated. Drug dealers dominated the streets. Anybody who got in their way was gunned down. The outcry in the press was loud and long. Stanford's tragedy.
That's good. That's good. Okay, you follow that? It's a game. This place. Anybody here from Chicago? Anybody here from Chicago? Nobody? Anybody ever lived in Chicago? You lived? How long ago? State Street. Follow me? 35th in State. 35th North Side. West, Northwest side. Got that? The Illinois Institute of Technology. 35th State. This side of the street down. All right? 35th across the street south. They tore every house down from 35th to 55th and built the largest housing project in the history of the world called Robert Taylor Home. Now, why would the Illinois Institute of Technology have an opportunity to tear from 35th to 55th Street, right, 10 square blocks the other way to get rid of all them black folks next to their college and then rebuild? So it had to be what? Experiment. Experiment. And the guy who did experiment was named Dr. Hauser. And Dr. Hauser's claim to fame is he did the mice in the maze. Oh, okay. Okay. What is the mice in the maze? He took a maze and you put mice in it and rats and they go through the maze. And after they get the thing right, you give them what? And the reward would be a piece of cheese. Piece of cheese. And I really feel sorry for those rats in St. Louis. You know, the flood. You know that was the white side of town. You know that. You know it had to do with that now. You know. You know that. So I mean, the black folk, y'all, you know, y'all didn't see no black folk on TV even with sandbags, did you? But think about this for a minute. If the white folks got flooded out in 5 states in the floods, right? That means snakes got to run somewhere, right? So whose closets do you think they're in now? Huh? If the black folk didn't get flooded, the snakes had to go away. That's why I wouldn't go with my kinfolk. I wouldn't visit them for next year. Now, the rats, that's who I feel sorry for. These rats been in this white neighborhood all their life. The rats had to leave and run over to the ghetto where they bump into some serious rats. I mean, them little rats over there, white folks, they eat, give me the French cheese. You know, you in the cheeses, what'd you say? Brie. See, he knows it. It's brie. He probably ain't never heard of cheddar. And government cheese would kill him. Brie. You imagine a little rat over the white neighborhood nibbling on some brie? And the white folk get flooded out and they run over to the black side of town where them rats is eating serious sandwiches. And in between time they filing their teeth and sharpening up they eat. And so now, think about it. We go back to the maze. Y'all follow me? And in the maze, you got me? We give them a reward. Now watch this now, because it's very important. After the rats do this for about 3 months, right? Now we give them work projects. Have y'all ever heard the word at the post office? Anybody work at the post office? Nobody worked there? Never worked there? Have y'all ever heard the word pigeonhole in the post office? Pigeonhole? Pigeonhole. You know where they come from? A pigeon. They train a pigeon to drop something in a hole. So they say, we can get people who can't read or write, we don't have to pay them nothing, and they can't pass the test, so we keep them on as just temporary, keep them for 40 years, and we just teach them what California look like. So they take the California man, every time you see California, you just put it in the hole. It's called pigeonhole. Okay? So they after these rats learned how to go through the maze, then they gave them work assignments. You ever look at that whole project? Scary. And you know what they found out? These rats would help one another. They would share their food with one another. They was kind. They was loving. They stood up a little old family, right? And then one night when the lights would go out, they'd go sleep. One night when the lights went out, they put twice as many rats in there with the same amount of food. In about 3 weeks, strange things started happening. They started fighting one another. They started stealing from one another. And they started killing one another. Okay? Now the same guy who developed that theory that something happens when you put lives and crowd them that make them hostile. And then they built Robert Taylor Home. Okay? That's the game they play. Up. Up. Density population in China and India, they're not up. On top of one another. Okay? These are the games. They play these games, they play these games. And then they got the movies to back them up. They got the television to back them up. What's your name? Alberta. You got television at home? If you, where you live? Cleveland. Now, if I asked you for your address, you gave us the address, and you got back home and found out your stuff was stolen, you know we did it, right? You live there now, Cleveland. About 2 months ago, you had a big ride in Lucasville, Ohio. Lucasville, Ohio. But it was a strange ride. The first time in the history of America that 6 white inmates were killed. Hold that tablet for me. You got that? You remember? You remember reading that? 6 white inmates killed and 1 white guard, right? They let the black guard go. And not one newspaper played it up as a racial thing. Okay? But yet, there have never in the history of the penal system in America been white inmates killed. You see black inmates killed by the little slickheads and little cleanheads, right? So I said, wait a minute, something's wrong. So we get on the plane and we go to Columbus, pull the computer. Friend of mine. See, let's look at that here. Let's look at the money. So you always straight stuff with the money. See, when they got Michael Jordan daddy's car, then they started, when they got the money, then they traced it and they found out quick with the money. So say, let's look at this jail in Lucasville. You know what the computer showed? The commissary. Y'all know the commissary is where the inmates buy stuff, right? So in the computer it showed that the commissary, the inmates spend $25,000 a month average for the last 4 years. Okay, y'all got that? I said, okay, now let me see what they spent last month for the ride. $75,000. The warden didn't know somebody was stashing food. Plus, something ain't right, because if we have a business where we're selling $25,000 worth of bread every month, we're not going to have $75,000 worth of bread on stock. Well, you see, my crazy thing, I went out thinking they were CIA agents that they double-crossed and killed, right? And I had to go all the way back to Cleveland. Omaha Bay, you know Omaha, Monty Bay? When I was there a couple weeks ago. And that's where I found out that there were Italians from the Mafia in Cleveland that they wiped out. That was an Italian hit, syndicate hit. That's how they do it. And yet all the networks just feed you. Let me give you a word that's impossible. Army intelligence. No such word. Naval intelligence. See what they do? We will have gays in the military. Y'all saw that, right? Hey, no problem. But then last week they say, but married folks can't be in the Marines. I mean, did you hear that? I mean, what? Gays can be in the military. But look, I'm 61 years old. I was in the Army. They was in the Army when I was there. Why are they acting a fool and clowning? You know why? Because Sam Nunn was supposed to become Secretary of State. Did y'all know that? Anybody know that? Huh? Not one? Anybody know that? And he's made so many nasty things about gays that the gays rose up and said, not him. So that's the old white boy fight. Plus Sam Nunn's son is what? Gay. Dick had what? He got a gay boy. And he said, see, I'd rather have a gay daughter than a gay son, because a gay son, that threatens my manhood. Was it Buchanan? Pat Buchanan? Remember that old nasty speech he gave at the Republican convention about gays? Did you see what his daughter did to him the next day? She held a press conference and said, I wonder if my daddy would have been that mean had he known I was a lesbian. That's why Pat's attitude didn't change. Somewhere. But perception. Y'all follow me? Perception. Alex Haley came out of naval what? Intelligence. You know how dumb you have to be to stay in the Navy 24 years? I mean, think about that. I mean, you might be smart naval-wise. You might know everything there is about moving a ship or a submarine, but you don't know nothing about writing no book. The boy never wrote a book before in his life. He comes out of naval intelligence and writes 2 of the most blockbuster sellers in the history of the planet? That's impossible. Hey, look, I ain't never done no hair in my life. Now, if y'all pick up the paper tomorrow and they say Dick Gregory is the greatest hairdresser in the world, y'all know somebody lying, right? Because you just can't go from doing it to being it, right? Well, how come if y'all know that about me, y'all wouldn't know about him? Now, those 2 books, they sell good now, right? Oh, Malcolm and Roots probably do about 12 to 17 million dollars royalties each year. Okay? Well, y'all know that, right? Then, if he wrote them books, how come they're auctioned off his farm? Don't be stupid. The boy ain't got no money because he didn't write neither one of them books. A white boy named Murray Fisher, the senior editor of Playboy magazine, wrote both them books. But what was that for? That was to take a little pimp Spike Lee, who ain't nothing but a government freak. How did he get famous? He took my elite black woman school and made a hoe out of my daughter with a movie called She Got to Have It. Now, any of y'all been to white colleges? Anybody been to white college? You know why they like to give up some booty now. Excuse me. I ain't saying the sister don't give up. You know what I mean? The sister gives up. Y'all know what I'm saying? Come on now. Come on, give it up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you've been to white college, y'all ain't been to white college, y'all don't know. I was at a white college. You understand? I thought she was getting on a bicycle. I see no bicycle. Go ahead. But now, listen to me now. But the brother do a movie about my daughter got to have it and makes the front cover of Time magazine. And it wipes out Sidney Poitier and Harry Bell. See what they did? And every time you see Spike, he always bad-mouthing white folk, but they keep giving, every time you see a nigga that's mad at white folk give him, he's a trick. And the whole game was to bust Malcolm. And they do it 20 years ago. Last year this time, the Malcolm X movie hadn't released, right? And I tell you what, last year this time, you couldn't get through this place without bumping into Malcolm t-shirts and hats. You ain't seen one. And the brothers that was wearing the Malcolm t-shirt last year wearing the marijuana leaf now, and you don't see what they can do with our movies. The mafia that bring marijuana in here wouldn't be stupid enough to walk around with a marijuana leaf, and they sell you the stuff. Dig what they do to your head? Your head? Your head? The people that grow marijuana, you don't see them walking around with a marijuana leaf on, but they can do, that's what they can do with movies. With movies. And Malcolm's dead. Did y'all see Malcolm? The movie? You see Ike and Tina Turner? Did you ever think you'd see more coke in a Malcolm movie than an Ike and Tina Turner movie? I'm born and raised in St. Louis. I know them 2 thugs. If God ever puts 2 dogs together with Ike and Tina, and when Tina and her get to fighting, Tina won most of the time, but she's stone losers. And when Ike got some coke, it was what she had left, but she would outsnort Farouk. But all at once, I go see Ike and Tina Turner. Leah's telling mad 12 times. You ever saw a movie where you know one of her husbands had to whoop her, right? You ever seen a white woman whooping her husband? And why do I got to look at Ike with my sister? Y'all better wake up quick, baby. Why? You ever seen Frankenstein whoop a white woman? Think about this now, it's very important. You ever seen Dracula with a white woman? You ever seen King Kong with a white woman? Then why, if all of these people who ain't never whooped nobody, why I got to go and look at a black man whoop a sister when she didn't become famous because of her ability to take whoopings? She became famous because of her talent. See how they do it? Sonny and Cher, you think Sonny ain't kicked her butt once or twice? I can't go to no movies here. Y'all understand what I'm saying? That Death Jam, hey, baby, you ever looked at it? It's funny, but think what they're doing. Because if all of us in here had children that sang opera greater than any opera singer in the world, there would be no network time. If we had a little black child that was the greatest chess player in the world, there would not be no network time. Hear what I'm saying? But Death Jam? But I can't turn on and find on a major HBO a gospel hour? Huh? I can't turn on and find a jazz hour? But as long as the brothers and the sisters talking about, I don't have no problem with it. I have no problem with it. Because I ain't never heard them rappers use one word that I had never heard, so let's don't blame them words on them. And we don't have the cable and the power to put them on TV. It's the flip side of Amos Landis. That's the game. And that's the projection. But at least people's catching it and they seeing it. Y'all let them slip through with the blues. I would rather hear nasty rap than blues. No, think about what the blues was. The blues was about the black brother always catching the black sister doing something nasty, but you never caught me doing nothing. Think about that. And listen to all the music in the world and see if you ever see another man singing about his woman in a negative light. Hillbillies. Them hillbillies be singing some sad song about how they got messed up. But think about it. Think about the blues always called My Woman in Bed with My Best Friend. Now you know between me and her I'm the most trifling one, but my songs don't reflect it. And they play blues all over the world, right? So after people all over the world hear me say about how loose you are with your body, what happens now when you go to one of them places in the world and they ain't never seen you but just heard the blues? Now you wonder why they put their hand on you. My records reflect that. Those are the games, and that's what we got to deal with. Perception, perception, perception. And we don't have much time. We don't have much time. A black sister, Walker, Margaret Walker, wrote a book called Jubilee. Anybody know about it? She went to court and said, Alex Haley stole this out of my book. White judge threw it out. Harry Colander wrote a book called The African, White Boy. Y'all heard that book? 1967, he went to court. Said, Alex Haley stole this out of my book. White judge looked at it and said, he didn't only steal it out your book, they didn't even change it. They used it word for word. And the court records show that they had to pay that white boy $750,000 right on the spot. Now you ready for the big shocker? White boy by the name of John Rollinson went to the same federal court from England. The judge, here's my book. He stole this out of my book. The judge looked at it and said, yeah, you're right. Kunta Kinte come out of a white boy's book in England. That's what these games are about. That's what the game is about. The whole game. I mean, I caught it and didn't catch it. I looked at Malcolm's book and I saw what was in there about me was a lie, but I didn't know the whole book was a lie. Sure, him and Malcolm was writing the book. Malcolm dead. He come out. And I knew Cathy Hughes show. How y'all hear in D.C.? Cathy Hughes show, when I said the Cathy Hughes show last year this time, the movie can't come out until Alex is dead. Alex saw the movie 1 week and fell dead the next week in the airport. So he can't sit here to answer questions. The Undertaker said they ain't paid for the funeral. What do you mean they ain't paid for the funeral? Because he ain't getting no money. All he got was, let me get it right, the woman who owned Reader's Digest gave him $96,000 over 10 years. And McGregor, the senior editor of Doubleday, who's dead now, gave him reversed it. McGregor gave him $96,000 over 10 years from Doubleday. Wallace, who owns Reader's Digest, gave him $56,000. That's all he ever got for it. It's not another nickel. Those are games they play. And that's how nasty and mean and vicious it is. And it ain't hard to do when they're in a coalition. Y'all did see Malcolm put his head down in the toilet? Y'all are beauticians and barbers. Do you know under what conditions you could get one of your customers to put their head in the toilet? But yet they can get by with that. Why? Because we would never permit a white producer to show our brother Malcolm with his head in the toilet. But we let one of them chump, thug, nigger do it. And y'all really should have saw through it when Malcolm was in the hotel. I mean, y'all saw the movie. And the two white boys with FBI agents tapping his phone. Now remember, first, we looking at a movie. So they're not FBI agents, they're white actors, right? Hired by a black producer and black writers, right? So them white boys who's FBI on screen have to say what I put in their mouth, right? And after they sitting there listening to Malcolm, and you've seen a movie where Malcolm schooled white girl in the back of the car, where Malcolm snorted coke, he went to jail, and them two white guys looked at each other and said, Martin Luther King would make Malcolm look like a monk, a saint. Didn't that bother you? Do you know when Jack Kennedy was killed? Jackie got big bucks. Y'all know that, right? And all kind of jobs. Don't you know when Malcolm was killed, Malcolm had no insurance, plus Betty was pregnant with twins? You know she dropped them babies? Did y'all know that? And went on to school to get her doctor's degree, raised her whole family, one of the finest educators on the East Coast, if not America, and there was no room in that movie to tell me that? Huh? What's wrong with y'all? Now here's the bomb. I'm going to get you and you to do a movie called Menace to Society. Did y'all see that? There is no white producer or director could have ever put a movie together and called My Black Son a Menace to Society. Have you ever seen a movie where they call Hitler a Menace to Society? Huh? You ever seen them? They did Godfather 1, 2, and 3. Did they ever call them white mafia things a menace to society? No. You see King Kong? They ever call him a menace to society? They got this old dinosaur. Ate up so many white folks. They going to see psychiatrists. Did you see the movie? Any of y'all seen the movie? Baby, I went in. How many of y'all saw the movie? Could you believe they ate a brother before they finished rolling the credits? Am I right? The brother, before the credits, they hadn't even got down to director, or that they reached and grabbed the brother and had ate him. I said, it's going to be that type of night, so I just dropped my popcorn and went to sleep. Before the movie started. This brother, if he wanted somebody to see him, he better tell him to get there a day early. And then white folks, see, you can do that with power. You know how long the dinosaurs been wiped out? 120 million years. That was before black folks, before Uzis, before Bloods and Crips, before nuclear bombs, before automobiles, before white folks. If that dinosaur couldn't survive when there was nothing but fresh air and trees, it better not come back now. And Lord better not come into the hood. Because all you got to do is let the Bloods know what a dinosaur person go for. How many of y'all saw Menace to Society? Now let me tell you what they did. Menace to Society takes place where? New York, L.A. Did they use any powerful, recognizable black actors? You know why? Because they wanted to look like a documentary. You know why? Because they had a job to do. It starts off, some brothers is robbing what? What kind of liquor store? No, come on. Just because their eyes was like that. Come on. What kind of liquor store? Who? A Korean liquor store. Robbed the Korean liquor store. What did they do? In robbing the Korean liquor store, what did they do to the Korean? Huh? Shot him where? In the head, right? Kill him? Come on, did it or not? They killed him, right? So on the way out, after killing the Korean grocer, On the way out, they looked up and saw what? Video, right? And what did they do with the video? They took it, right? And the next thing, they were sitting at home doing what? Watching them shoot a Korean grocer, and was they laughing and having fun? Don't y'all know what they did? A Korean woman shot a 15-year-old black girl in the back of the head in L.A. Y'all know about that? What'd you say? Latasha Hardy, yes. And they reversed the whole thing. See how they do? All right? And when they got through showing that movie, when that movie goes out and goes around the world, everybody that see that movie will justify what those cops did because they showed us as a menace to society. And once you see that movie, you would be angry that they found those cops guilty. Because, my God, because they showed us as animals. And they do that with a black director and a black police. That's how they do it. And so I say to you that you all got to be very, very, very careful of how they do that. What's that there? And then let's y'all got a piece of paper. I'm going to tell you how to lose some weight quick. Tell you how to get rid of sugar, diabetes, high blood pressure. All right, here we go. Just take it out and hold it. No, just take it and hold it because I'm not going to get to that part yet. We're going to get into it. Can y'all see this? Huh? Can y'all see it? What's it say? Well, sister got good eyes. Did you have contacts or you just see that good back there? You got contacts? Huh? Contacts, okay. Well, contacts be nice. I just be worried about putting something on my eyeballs. Well, y'all hear earlier when I told y'all, how many of y'all missing this? Most of y'all was here when I said that the condoms have holes in them. So if you want to get around it, you would do what? Huh? No, two. Use two condoms because you know you ain't smart enough to match those holes. You understand what I'm saying? You know, I'm not trying to promote nothing, but I'm just, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got, you know what I'm saying? If somebody said your life depends on you putting one condom on and then putting another one on and match those holes, it just kill me. I can't match no condom hole. Well, I told the brother that. And you know how people do, if one is good, two is good. I told the brother, because everybody, you know, a whole lot of people think I know everything. Brother Walker said, I heard you on TV talking about those holes in the condom. What's a brother like me supposed to do? I said, well, use two. Well, he put 12 on. You understand? Now, he put them on at noon. He ain't going to see the folks till they get off work, right? 12 of them cut the blood flow off. The brother died from gangrene. 5 o'clock in the evening with a smile on his face. This is Harper's Magazine. You folks sitting up front, can you see what that is flying through there? Huh? Who said that? No, wait, who said that? You see that way back there? Paratroopers. And see those all in things? That's Kuwait. Front page story. Got that? Of Harper's Magazine. Y'all remember when the war was? January what year? 91? 91. January 91. January 91. Front page story, Harper's Magazine. What's the date, son? Stand up, say it loud.
March 1975.
See how they do it? March 1975, they did a front page story of what they was going to do in Kuwait. What's the title say? What's it say there? Listen to this. Listen to what it says.
Seizing Arab oil, the case for U.S. intervention, why, how, where?
Seizing Arab oil, the case for U.S. intervention, how, why, 1975. It did the story of how they was going to do it. And then you send loved ones over there, and now they get over in Kuwait, and people say, how do you get all this stuff? This is FBI file here. How do you get all this stuff? I said, you know, black folks are the janitors all over the world. So then a black guy came up to me and said, That's the easy, man, because if you keep telling folks we're giving it to you, they'll watch us. I said, I'm going to get nothing to you. I get myself some wife. I don't care if they fired all y'all. I ain't never had a black giant to give me nothing. White boys bring me all my stuff. Say, I got something for you. I said, I know you ain't. Put that say across the top there. Listen to this, very good now. I want y'all to hear some, y'all got to put your finger on, because y'all got to hear some dates here.
Urgent to all SACS from director. Threat to assassinate President Kennedy in Dallas, Texas, November 22nd-23rd, 19...
All right, hold. Back up, I'm sorry. Do it again. Listen real close.
Urgent, 1:45 a.m. Eastern Time.
Okay, y'all hear that? 1:45 a.m. Eastern Time.
November 17th, 1963.
So that's how many days before he was shot? 5 days, right? So this telex sent by who? Who they sent it to?
To all SACS.
And what does that mean?
Special agents in charge of the various offices of the FBI.
So this telex went to who? All the special agents of the office of the FBI. From who?
Director.
Who was the director then? J. Edgar Hoover, right? So 5 days before Kennedy was killed, this went to all the special agents in charge of the various offices of the FBI. And what did Hoover say? Listen to this.
Threat to assassinate President Kennedy in Dallas, Texas, November 22nd-23rd, 1963. Miscellaneous
information. That's all. That's good. Yeah? It's a game, baby. That chump, you think Foster committed suicide in the White House? Make like you got a gun, turn it, and put it in your mouth. It don't make sense. And whatever they did, they scared everybody so bad, even Clinton went along. But if y'all read the paper the first 3 days, didn't nobody understand it. Excuse me. They sent this telex out to all the FBI that the baby was going to be hit. And then they did it. That's this one here. What's the date on that, son? Yeah. And then we'll finish this up tomorrow. Hold it before you do that. See, they got y'all believing that black folks is violent. It says, I'm gonna give you the top nations in the world with handguns. Number 1, handgun death, USA, 8,915. Number 2 country, Switzerland, 53. Number 3, Sweden, 19. Number 4, Canada, 8, and they're right across the street from us. Number 5, United Kingdom, 7. Number 6, Japan, 2, but I don't know how many axe murders they had. You ready for this? Most homicides are committed by friends and family members. And most of them is caused over arguments, not by robbery. Okay? And that's very important to know. Because that's how it happens. You get in an argument. And the next thing you know, and they got you believing about, these drugs, I don't know what we're going to do with these drugs. These drugs is such a problem, it's such a problem. More people die in America every day from honey than cocaine. Tomorrow I'll tell y'all what's bad about honey. Well, I'll tell you now. Because y'all eat honey, right? I got in my book that sugar is the number 3 killer on the planet. Honey is made from what? Not made by, made from. Y'all want to make me go back to these white folks. You listening, huh? Oh, they said it before. Yeah, they said, you heard them say Paul, right? You said Paul. You can say that again. Oh. Yeah, that's that fake voice y'all be putting. Paul. Here, before we do this, I want to show you something. I'm going to make you DuPont's son. Now, that's one of the richest families in the world. You know that. Big polluters, too. Well, why? See, white folks always don't listen. See, they're one of the biggest polluters. See, that's why they be messing with y'all all over the world. I say one thing, and you're going to add some more to it. See that? So you DuPont's son. You are Rockefeller's daughter. You got that? You all are 17 years old. I'm going to make you white for a minute. I'll make you Melon's daughter. Now that's Super Bunny, Super Bucks. You got that? 3 richest white folks in the world. But you the children. Y'all been to the best schools in the world. You got that? Private tutors. All over the world. 17 years old. Y'all ready to go to college now. All right? But in order to go to college, you have to come here to the Bonner Brothers Convention and take a test from us. Right? Y'all ready? Right now, you have everything you ever wanted in life, right? All right? First question, what is a ham hock? See it? See how it works? See that? You ain't rich and don't know what it is, right? So you know what happened if you Rockefeller. Okay, don't get upset. Don't cry. Don't cry. Y'all just missed one. You got one more to go. You got 2. You can get the next 2. You can go to college. All right? All right? You ready for the next one? You're back, you know. What is how do you clean a chitlin? Dummies. Damn it. What's wrong with you? Lazy? You see what just happened just now? I gave y'all the wrong test. I gave you a test slanted to my culture. And if I'm stupid enough to think y'all dumb, well, that's what this white racist system is doing to black folks. They've been giving us tests slanted to somebody else's culture. And we black folks eat it up. We black folks let them judge our children with the wrong test. They're one of the richest white women in the world. Family been rich for 300 years, and she don't know what a ham hock is and don't know what a chitlin is. And because she missed them too, she don't qualify to go to college now. And we stupid enough to believe she does. That's the games they play. That's the games they play. What paper is that out? Listen. Think about this here. We all went to Kuwait. Just make that. All of us went to Kuwait, right? Follow me? Americans. To the war, fought. Some got killed, some came back, right? Listen to this. Now, we are veterans. You got that? We live. We're veterans. Some of us wounded. Okay? Sit around. He really got wounded. So he's a veteran. Wounded. Now, I want you to hear this real good. He was okay before he went. Hear me good now. I want you to hear this real good. Wasn't nothing wrong with him before he went. Y'all follow that? Come on, you with me? Yeah. This happened in Kuwait, right? Did you get any GI Bill? They taking care of you? No, okay. Is that awful? But y'all know veterans is back. Homeless, right? They went to fight, right? But now he's back and nobody doing nothing for him, right? Listen to this. What's that say?
U.S. resettles Iraqis, 1,000 ex-soldiers here as refugees.
Now, wait a minute now. Who do we fight against? Iraq? Now, listen to this real good now.
Nearly 1,000 Iraqi soldiers captured by U.S. troops during the Persian Gulf War have quietly been granted refugee status and released.
Wait a minute. Ho. These are prisoners of war. Hear me good now. These is the ones that shot him in the spine. All right? These are the ones that we sent our loved ones to fight. What's the date on that paper?
April 14th, 1993.
And what paper is that?
Washington Times.
The Washington Times, D.C. Iraqi prisoners of war that we caught have been quietly resettled in this country. What else it say?
Resettled at taxpayer expense in cities across the United States with as many as 4,000 more expected. Immigration officials...
Wait, now listen. Ho. What's your name? This is my wife, all right? I'm over on the front line. They captured me, all right? I'm a prisoner of war. Where are you? You at home, right? Hear that good now, because y'all fixing to hear something. If they captured me in a war, I'm a prisoner of war, right? She's where? What's your name? This is my daughter, Judy. Where is she? You mean they didn't get captured with me, right? Now listen to this. Go ahead.
Immigration officials say about 20% of the former POWs, along with 2,400, their wives, children, and other dependents are moved from refugees.
Wait, hold it, wait, hold. Did you hear that? You don't capture my wife and my child. So what is this game? Saddam Hussein have always been a CIA agent. He works for us. All right? That whole thing ain't nothing but a trick. And when Bush didn't want to leave office disgraced because he had to free Weinberg, remember that? Because Weinberg was going to tell it all. Weinberg was so scared, he was walking around like the hunchback, and after they freed him, he had a press conference, he was straight. Why? Because when you go to court to do a deposition, when you go to court to testify, once you raise your right hand and swear, every lie you tell is 3 years in jail without a trial. All right? Now, y'all can go one of them courts and play games if y'all want to for your friends. Every lie you told, no trial. But then them white boys know that, and they ain't about to go to jail. And that boy was going to tell it all. So Bush pardoned him, and now Bush got to worry about his image. So how did he get around it? We start bumming what? All right. See how they do it? And his last 10 days in office, he was bumming all right. And so nobody ever thought about Weinberger no more. Now, see what kind of money they give him. Where that scratch it, down the bottom. What kind of money they... Listen what we giving them. Not him. Listen what we giving them.
The former POWs and their families are entitled to Medicaid and welfare.
Slow up. Wait a minute. What?
Entitled to Medicaid and welfare payments, including aid to families with dependent children, cash assistance for employment and language training programs, and prepaid medical screening, health assessments, and other continuing health care services.
Now, skip here. Here. Go, don't stop. We don't stop. Go over there. What else they give them?
The effort has included cost of government, about $7,000 a year to support each refugee. And the effort has included finding housing.
Slow. They find houses and do what?
Providing rent.
Rent?
Food and furniture.
Huh?
Setting them up with social security numbers.
Huh?
Getting the children enrolled in school.
What?
Providing access to English classes and job training programs. And hooking them up with Iraqis already.
Hold it. Veterans? Huh? See what the game is about? See what it's about? That's what this whole game is about somewhere. Last year this time, at this convention, I used to call him Old Man Bronner, was alive. I came for the funeral a few weeks back, and for those of you all that missed it, you missed something. Anybody here that was here? It was incredible, wasn't it? I mean, there have never been Stevie Wonder, Michael, there's never been a production that was as beautiful and as joyous as this funeral. I mean, I felt bad because I didn't know. I come out to old school where, you just be sad and, I take out the Bible what I want. They say cry when they come in and laugh when they go out, But, I mean, if we'd have did Hitler like that, the boy might have been stopped, So that's what this was about. We laughed. I mean, we got down. I mean, it was... Why? Because of the type of life he lived. I mean, you can feel it. You could feel it. It was so good and such a wonderful experience. And his son back there, Nate, stand up. Son, vegetarian. Oh, they eat so clean. Y'all, who know him? Y'all know him? Anybody know him? Clean, you know how he eats, right? You know the vegetarian restaurant he eats in? So we was at the funeral, and at the funeral, the folks, the regulars was getting down, wasn't it? They brought chicken in here. The chicken was cooked so good, the chickens were smiling. They had fried chicken, anything you could think of, they had, right? So I said, Nate, what you? He says, well, I'm going to eat some real food. Well, you know the brother don't. And so, and I was just admiring how nice they was able to take the, and I figured out, and so I had to, because I ain't used to that, you know what I mean? I'm used to just crying, acting fool, jump all down, oh, Papa, don't go, Papa, no, you can't leave me. That means you owe him some money. So I'm used to, so I said, so I had to justify why they was this happy. I said, well, he was 79 years old when he died. He outlived Jesus Christ by 46 years. I'm trying to, the whole gang, right? So we get to this vegetarian restaurant. And I didn't want anything. So I said, yeah, just bring me some juice, right? So I didn't pay no attention to the menu. So, and I'm sitting there saying to myself, boy, this nice, this family. I say, ooh, I sure wish my family, if something happened to me, could be this cool. Because I know my old lady going out. My children, they love. This is my baby here. They love their mama. I mean, they don't not love me, you understand that? But they love her, that when they was little, they slept on the first floor, we slept on the second floor. If the house caught on fire, they would have come and got her. And not because they just like me, they just never would have thought about, I'm laying there, get popped you. They would have been outside, downstairs, house on fire, throwing pebbles up to the window. Dad, come on! And I would have been stupid enough to reach to get their mama, and she gone. So we go to the restaurant, and this sure enough vegetarian. He said, I'll have the stew beef. And the next brother sitting next to him said, I have the duck. So I said, oh my God, maybe I should call their mother. I mean, I knew it. I know that family wasn't that cool. I know that boy. That boy been affected so that by now he's coming over here getting him some beef. And and I was so nervous, I kept peeping up at it. So then I get the menu like I was reading, but I was peeping at it. They got this vegetarian restaurant where they have fake stew beef and fake duck, huh? What's the name of the restaurant? Coogee.
Okay.
Yeah. He tell you the address, everything. Okay? You going by there get some of that fake? You vegetarian. Well, why don't you say vegetarian? Don't need no fake nothing. Why you want fake? Okay. But it was a great, and for those of you that wasn't there, believe me, it was a celebration. It was a celebration. And the spirit that he put out there with the family, well, y'all know that, y'all. You go down to that room downstairs, and it's people on top of people, but nobody steps on nobody's foot, nobody bumps into nobody. Y'all know what I'm talking about? There's a love and a joy. And also remember, 46 years ago, before y'all was born, when black folks didn't have nowhere to go. Think about that. The major businesses we had was funeral home. Didn't have that many. Okay, wasn't that many churches. There's many churches, wasn't that many. One preacher per church, right? So where were y'all? Beauticians, tend to a shop, some of it, barbers, all right? Y'all had no place to go. Say, come here with dignity. And that's what this is about. And younger folks that's coming here, this didn't just happen because we got options to go anywhere we want to go now. But back then, there was no place you could go. You had to come here with your money to get dignity. Some place to go. And so I just want to just special say to you that was not there, what a great funeral. We'll talk about it some more tomorrow. We're going to close now. I want this brother to say something to you. Before we do that, if you have high blood pressure, sugar diabetes, anything, 9 times out of 10 is because you're putting something in your body wrong or you're not putting something in. Now, when I say not putting something in, most of the things you're going to die from, regardless of what they call it, comes from lack of drinking water. It's called dehydration. Now, if y'all want to have some fun, don't take my word for it. Y'all want to have some fun. Stand up for me. Hold this. No, you got to take. Hold this for me, would you, brother? Show you what water do. If y'all took a stick, hold it. Okay. If y'all took a stick, hold it down the bottom. If y'all took a stick with a nail in it and hit this handkerchief, what would happen to it? It would tear, right? Hold it, right? 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 Now, thank you, brother. If you threw this in a bathtub of water and you took a stick with a nail in it and hit it, what would happen? Okay, see what water do? Huh? See what water do? All at once now you can't, cause what? The same thing with your body. Why do you think when you're young you can fall up steps, another step, and when you get old you fall, you break something? Because you don't have enough water and the bones are brittle. Stand up for me, would you, brother? This automobile. This automobile. So they wasn't that smart. Automobile. Yeah. First car was invented by who? Not Henry Ford, the DeRay brothers in Ohio, and the Ford boys stole it. Okay? IBM. Any of y'all work for IBM? Everybody? You work for IBM? You remember Wang? Wang that just died? Did you know Wang used to work for IBM? Anybody here know that? Anybody? Did anybody know that Wang used to work for IBM? Wang invented the first computer. You ever heard the story? You ever tell the story? Wang invented the first computer. Did you hear it? You know about it? Yeah. And them white boys say, ain't no chink gonna get credit for something like this here. White folk can be nice when they want to. So when Wang came in with his old computer on Friday, and they looked at it and said, let me tell you what this will do. They say, we see you Monday. When he came back Monday, they gave him a staff of 30 people, $900 million, and said, get out of here. We never want to see you again, and start your own business. But this one's ours. And so IBM's first computer was stolen. Okay? All right? It was stolen. That's the game. That's how they play it. Now, automobile center, I'm sorry. So we got a car, right? The nervous system, you got a nervous system in your car, all your little stuff you turn on, right? Your headlights are your what? You got a breathing thing in there, right? Put the gas where? Exhaust come out where? Wheels? Dig it? What? Huh? He got cells in his body? What part of your car got cells? Oh, you got it. The battery? The battery? And in that battery you got to put what in there? Oh, wait a minute. Olive oil? Pork chop? Water? In the battery? Huh? How big is the battery? But it got what in it? No, cells? Had to put water in it, right? He got brand new Rolls Royce here. Okay? Brand new engine, brand new motor, headlights, everything. We don't put enough water in the battery. What happened? You mean the whole car won't run? No. Thank you. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? If I don't put enough water in the battery, which have cells, once those cells get deprived, it will shut the whole system down. Okay? Did you hear? Y'all gonna play y'all game if y'all want to. You drink your Pepsi Cola and your Coca-Cola and your Kool-Aid and your light Bud if you want to, but I tell you what you do. Next time you have a Pepsi, put one in your battery. Next time you have a light Bud, put it in your battery and see how long that car works. And what I'm saying is to you, hear me good now. Because what I'm fixing to tell y'all is going to be critical. Why? You see this health plan they're working on? Did you hear what they just said now? We're going to postpone it maybe a couple of years. They didn't postpone gays in the military a couple of years. And you know why I be so mad about the gays in the military? Because when I went in the Army, I saw them white boys over there talking. I didn't want to go. They brought me in kicking and screaming. I didn't want to go. And I saw some folks over on the other side doing some strange things. I said, what they doing? The guy said, we are, they fill out that chart for gays in the military. I said, what do you mean? I said, well, if you say you're homosexual, they won't take you. I said, if you say what? Okay, let me back. Come in. I came in with my patriotic John Wayne walk. Give me my gun. Let me get to him. I'm sorry, I could have gave 5 lives. What's this piece of paper here to fill out? Are you homosexual? Who I turned into? That sergeant over there. I said, I'm a fag, I'm a homosexual, I'm a punk, I'm a sissy, I'm a queen, I'm a homo. Oh, dude, look at me and kiss me and say, welcome. These folks sitting around here now, under this, do you see what they did? Don't ask, don't tell. Them white folks stupid enough to think that work. Don't ask, don't tell. Let me tell you white folks something. It don't work. We tried it 100 years ago. No, we did. We tried it. In the South, we went to vote. The white folks sitting behind the table didn't ask us if we was black, and we didn't tell them. You know what happened? We still didn't get the right to vote. It don't work. 42% of every hospital bed in America last year, hear me good, was empty. Not because Americans aren't sick enough. They've been priced out the hospital. So what does that mean? That means in another 8 years, 98% of all the white hospitals will be closed. So where do you think you're going? Huh? And y'all be sick and brag about, yeah, girl, sick of diabetes, run my family. See the brother standing on the corner. Oh, yeah, man, I got this. You see me migraine headaches running my family. You know why? Because the diet runs in the family. Change the diet, sugar diabetes, leave. Increase your water. Y'all got lower back problems? It's like a drinking water. Gallstones, kidney stones, like a drinking water. That's what the game is about. Try it. You got to drink 8-ounce glasses of water every day. Every day. Every day. You got to drink it. Now, let's make it simple. How you get rid of everything, okay? For those of y'all who want to lose weight, now we ain't getting into no whole lot of stuff. Here's what it is. Now, don't ask me no questions, all right? Because when you start that question, you don't want to do it. I say, take some rice. Then they try 12 types of rice. Somebody hit me today with some rice come out of India. Is it okay to fix the Indian rice? Get somebody fast. I said, did you check with a doctor? Did you check with a doctor before you snorted coke? Tomorrow, what time we go tomorrow? Same time, 2. Tomorrow we're going to get into fasting. Fasting is one of the cleanest, purest things you can do for the body, and we're going to talk you all the way through it. Y'all got that? He said, but Dick, you've been, guy on NBC, said, Dick, you've been fasting for 30-some years. What do your doctors think? Man, my doctor's been dead 27 years. All right, here's what we're going to do real quick. And I want y'all to hear from this brother something that he's going to do for us. We're going to lose weight. Now, fruit for breakfast. If I don't, now, so we can do it real easy. If I don't say it, then don't do it. Okay? So if you don't hear me say toast, don't ask about it. Right? Because we start off with fruit, then somebody says, what about little biscuits? And like somebody said today, how about little grits? You know? And the next thing I knew, they was up to chicken liver. Look, this is breakfast. We ain't got the lunch. All right, now, let me tell you what you do. There's nobody sitting in here that can't try something for a week if your priorities change. Now, did you see that? Now, 46 years old, so that means she went 40 years back. Now, we work, okay, 40 years back, and do you see how quick she found a friend? IBM don't have a computer that can go that far back that quick and snatch up something. Do you know who you are? Did you hear what I said? And those computers they got, that's all they do. She has family, mother, phone number, you understand what I'm saying? Everything is in that. Now, so we got to take care of it. You can take care of it by drinking a minimum of 8-ounce glasses of clean water. Clean water. You got that? Clean water. Water out the faucet got chlorine and fluorine in it, and fluorine will kill you. Kill you. Well, I boil my water. Boiling water don't kill nothing but bacteria. Chlorine and fluorine is a gas. I dare you to heat up gas. All right? So what we say we have for breakfast? Now don't nobody slide up to me and say, what about those skim milk? Okay, now we're going to do it real simple. If you don't hear me say it, right? All right? Because, briefly, catch this. Y'all know we all electrons, electrical energy. You aware, sister, that you see me upside down, I see you upside down? Who in here know that? Okay, because this is not your eye. Your eye is back here. So this is condenser and it flips it back. That's how they trick. That's why you think you see in one mode. That's why they can take a Malcolm move and you think you're looking at one thing and you see in something else. And there's a saying in that Malcolm movie, say, no more Malcolm X t-shirts, no more Malcolm X X's. And you don't see no more. All right? You don't see no more. Okay? And so this here, go flip back. But we are billions of electrons. Now electrons deal with what? Negative and what? The negative is called acid. The positive is called what? Alkaline. Come on, give it to me now. The negative is called what? And the positive is called what? And if I had a glass of acid here and it was purple, once I mixed alkaline in it, it would turn what color? Who was that heard it? Clear, white. Because acid and alkaline neutralize each other, right? So every time I eat a protein, in order to break it down, I put acid, create acid, right? So every time I eat a starch, which is potatoes and bread, I break it down, create alkaline, right? So once I eat a protein and a starch, I put what in my colon? Acid and alkaline neutralize, shuts the system down. That's why when you go to the best restaurants in the world, they don't sell sandwiches. That's why nobody eats fried chicken but a food. Why? Chicken is protein. The batter you roll it in is what? See how that works? See how it works? That's why when you go to where the good restaurants are, it's baked. Because I don't have to put that. Don't make it good, but it makes it better than what we got. You don't mix starch in. Wait a minute now. So that means you can't eat beans and what? But you know, somebody told me, you got to be wrong. In South America, that's their basic staple, and that's why they dirt poor. I tell you what, you go to South America tonight and have dinner with one of them heads of state. You think they're eating beans and rice? You think the head of Mexico is eating beans and rice? No, it don't work. Okay? Now tomorrow we get into what we call the biological clock. When you're supposed to eat, when you're not supposed to eat. But right now we're just going to do it simple. Because I know y'all don't want to hear none of that. You just want to know, can I get in this skirt by Tuesday? Can I have this suit and time to get in for my, I'll let it out as far as it'll go. One more opening up and I'll have on a blouse. And that's something else we're going to have to start doing, black folks. We have to get our own tailors. What's your name, sir? Yeah. Come up here a minute. So how tall are you? 5'11". He's 5'11". I'm 5'10". See, we're not good athletes because we're black. We're good athletes because white boys got long bodies and short legs. Black folks got long legs and short bodies. So if they making my suits for me, the coat fit him and don't fit me. Okay? Now look at it again now. We ain't better athletes. All right? Here's different. See there? See the difference? And yet he's taller than me. Thank you. Okay? That's why when white folks say, niggas is monkeys, I say, gorillas, I say, wait a minute now. Gorillas got short legs and long bodies, blue eyes, green eyes, hair all over their body. Thin lips. Their lips is cut long, but you ever seen a gorilla lip? Look, thin lips. Gorilla ain't got no big lips. The mouth is cut, make you think it's big. But now who comes close to the big lip? That's why them old gorillas be walking funny. They got them little bitty old short legs. That's why they be trying to hump. That's why brothers be so cool and I need long. You know what I'm saying? But my body ain't, you know what I'm saying? My body. So when that white boy be making a suit with that long body, coat be all down, that nigga look like they in the zoot. And pants always be too short. I got white boy's pants on. Walk around. Y'all start with your own eyes, right? He's taller than me. You see how far my legs look over here? That's the game. And don't look like but fools deal with athletes, the people who control the world. You know when you have athletic something like that? What's the greatest Jewish basketball player playing last year? No, I think the ball went to jail. The number one Jew went to jail for taking the money. Okay? Novoski and all them dudes, they with the money, ain't with no basketball. What's that comic say, Mooney, he said, white man can't jump because they own the team, they don't have to. All right, here we go. Here we go. Weight loss, fruit for breakfast. Also come out sugar diabetes, high blood pressure. Fruit for breakfast. All you want to eat. Why? You eat the food. Stand up for me, sister, please. You don't eat. Just take it off. You eating it. Make like you eat. Just hold up so they can see you. You eating it. You eating it. Come over here so you can be on TV. Right here. It's going all the way to Russia. Right there. All the way to Russia. Show me. The Russians think that black women really feel she eating a pencil. That's what they don't feel about Russians. We don't care what them white folks say. They ain't got no army. They got a white boy up there on that moon thing. But there ain't a white boy up there in Russia sitting up there in that space platform. We got no country to go to. Okay, now you eat it, right? Now she eats it, it goes into the digestive system, right? It turns into what? All the solids she eats will come out of where? Come on. Huh? Yeah, what? Come on. Bowels, doo-doo. Come on, don't y'all get up here now, all proper. Ain't nobody who said but, doo-doo. Now I'm gonna ask y'all again like I asked for the first time. All the solid food comes out of where? It comes stew, mother, stew, let's doo-doo. Like the little baby say, doo-doo, mommy. That little boy, where'd he go? He's gone. If he'd walked up and he say, stew, poppy, I'd have sent him back, baby, because I know the boy gonna be weird, Okay? Now, we got doo-doo, okay? It's all solid. Y'all, is that agreeable? All solid comes out, okay? All liquid comes to what? Yeah, pee-pee, that's right there. It's gonna be that kind of day, pee-pee, I think you're talking about the dude on with the collar with you, wee Jones, Okay, y'all got that now? All right, y'all follow, can we agree on that? All solid food come out? And all, what? All right, give me what's your name, Susan? We're gonna make a 2-month-old baby, 2 months, she ain't had nothing but what? But got a diaper full of what? Oh, so that we got to blow that theory. See what happened? You hear what happened? Did y'all follow that? Yeah. Here's a baby ain't had nothing but liquid, but got a diaper full of stew, so that theory goes out the window. Whatever you eat that's solid, anything good in it is converted into liquid. Anything liquid you eat, anything bad in it is converted into solid. Okay? So anything comes through the bowel is filth and trash. I don't care how hard it is. Bread. If there's anything good in bread, that goes into the liquid. All right? Thank you, dear. Now, Now. She ate the food, right? Now it turns into liquid, right? Now, after it turns into liquid, it turns now into electrons. Okay? Negative and positive electrons. Called molecules. Right? Now, the molecules move into a system and give her strength and what? But in order for the molecules to move into the system, they have to bump into a thing called what? Enzymes. Enzymes. So everything she ate here just now, be it chicken, fish, all right, carrot, corn, it had its own enzymes until you did what to it? Once you cook it, you destroy it. Once you freeze it, you destroy it. That's why we're so overweight. The enzymes is not there to break down the molecules. So that if the molecules can't break down, then they store themselves in the body and convert back into fat. Now I got to get the fat off, y'all. How do you think I get the fat off, y'all? It turns back into what? Turns back into molecules. Now if it turns back into molecules, it got to bump into a what? The best enzymes you can get come from fruit. So now you see why we're going to eat nothing but fruit for breakfast, because y'all got some molecules been locked in y'all since y'all was children. Trying to find some molecules. They can't find no molecules, and then you just sitting there getting, and I don't know why I'm getting so fat. You ain't got no enzymes. All right? Does that make sense? All right, thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Okay, now you got that? So we're going to eat fruit for breakfast, nothing else. Now tomorrow we'll talk about why fruit don't start the digestive system to work. And the Muslims must be doing something right. You see them? No bumps on their face. Eyes white. Smooth, right? You ever see them in the summertime? Temperature 142 degrees. They got that little funny haircut, bow tie, some winter suit on, and then niggas ain't even sweating. Am I right? They don't be sweating. Got them old senior old papers. You ever look at some of the dates on them papers they be telling? But niggas are buying them and scared to take them back. So, oh no, I was trying to find me a 1957 Muhammad speech. Thank you very much. You know, you ever see they just walk up to your car and say, how you scared of black folks? And they put that, niggas be buying papers, don't even want. Oh yeah, I take it. They be scared to even wrap fish in it. What's that you got? I don't know. That's on paper everything, you got no advertising in it. But the good part about the paper, you get one 10 years old and read it. If you don't look at the date, you think they wrote it today. All right, so now, fruit for breakfast. Now, let me tell you about a fruit salad. Stand up for me, would you? No, stand up. Think about it. Scared? Yeah, let's turn around. Like here. If I cut her wrist, what happens to her? It bleeds. And after about 5 hours, what happens? She's dead. Probably before that, but she'd be dead before that, right? Thank you. If you cut an orange or apple or pear or any fruit, it bleeds. So anytime you cut up fruit to take to work with you, once that fruit's been cut up longer than 20 minutes, all the nutrient value is gone. Okay? Gone. All right? So all the old fruit salads and stuff don't work. So what do y'all got against eating the pear? Okay? Or the plum? Or the watermelon? You know, and watermelon kind of weird. You ever see them, the white folks do them funny watermelon jokes about black folks? Come listen to me good now. You see them? All those cartoons with the big red what? Big red lips? Are they men or women? Think about that. It's always the black man. Did you know that? Because the watermelon thing is a sex thing. See, back in those days, white boys screw watermelon. Inside of a woman's leg, if you open up and look inside, what color is it? Come on, move with me now. Come on, move with me now. Because if you don't move, it gets vulgar. Inside of a woman, if you open up her legs and look up in her, what color is it? What color is inside of a watermelon? All right, so that's why he made that whole sex thing and then put on me. That's why you see them old nasty pictures of black men in the watermelon. It's a whole sex image. We don't know nothing about that because we don't do that. Okay? That's the game that they play. But I'm saying once you cut a watermelon, once you go to the store and buy a watermelon that's cut, you're just eating a game, a trick, because all the nutrient is gone. And what we're doing now, we're trying to talk about how you stay healthy. You follow me? Now, we gave you some information, right? We've had fun today, right? Now, in the next 2 minutes, this is all you need. Want to be healthy, want to know how to lose some weight. Health weight. You know, say, girl, you don't do nothing but yo-yo. I'd rather yo-yo than keep it. Okay? And a lot of y'all got weight on y'all. See how y'all thin compared to her. Y'all remember Walter Hudson, his right knee was 56 inches. And everybody that's overweight said, girl, if I just lose the weight, I could get me a man. You know how many thin women committing suicide while we hitting out because they can't get a man? Don't blame that on weight. Don't blame that on weight. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, if I just get this weight, my head will stop hurting. It might not be fat. It might be a brain tumor. Girl, my stomach's been so, I've been having this stomach ache. If I just lose 200 or 300 pounds, it might be cancer. So we blame everything on weight because we believe it's the weight that's doing it. It might not be. So fruit for breakfast, any kind you want. Fruit for lunch. Got that? Any kind you want. Enzymes. Don't kick the digestive system. Now let me tell you something good about fruit. If you eat some fruit right now, it'll stay in the upper colon 22 minutes. How long? It'll stay in the lower colon 22 minutes. How long is that? In 44 minutes, the fruit moves into the system and you start getting the benefits from it. If you eat one piece of bread right now, it stays in the upper colon 4 hours, lower colon 4 hours, so you can get the benefit of nothing else other than fruit and berries. It takes 8 hours. And that whole system is working for 8 hours. So, if you're sick, and you go to hospital today, with your meat-eating friends send you a basket of steak or a basket of fruit?
Basket of fruit.
Will they send you a basket of vegetables or a basket of fruit? So in our subconscious mind, we already knew what I'm telling you, right? See how it works? See what I'm saying? In our subconscious mind, we know fruit is for healing. And it will get you well. A banana now, until it gets brown, it's not a fruit. Not fruit. Y'all be eating a banana for potassium? You know, potassium? If it ain't brown, it ain't potassium. String beans come from, bananas come from the lychee family, string beans. You ever seen a banana before it get ripe? What color is it? Green. What color is the string bean? All right? And that's starch. And then when it changes over, speckled, brown. Then, clean up the honey bit real quick. Then I'll give you the end of your diet. Honey is made from what? Pollen. The bee do what to the pollen? Beat it. Now the good thing about pollen has 20 of the 21 amino acids the body needs. If you get to 20, the body will manufacture the 21st one. All right? So the bee ate the pollen, right? So whatever was in the pollen, the bee got, right? Then the bee burped it up, right? Now is that bee doo-doo or not? We call it honey, but that's doo-doo. Right? I mean, you hear what I'm saying? Yeah. So let's call it what it is. I bet if we went to the store and said, I'd like some bee doo-doo, I bet it wouldn't cost as much as honey. You hear? Do you know what I'm saying? Anything that had blood and cells and life in it. Y'all follow that? Once it dies, it starts what? What? Decomposing, okay? Anything that had blood and cells and life, once it dies, it starts what? Decomposition is mucus and what? Pus. Decomposition is what? Now, if you want to slow up the decomposition, you put it in a refrigerator, right? You want to speed it up, you put it in a what? Incubator? What's your belly? So then when you put what you call a steak in your body, you really put mucus and pus, right? All right? So the next time you go into a restaurant and the waiter or the waitress, you know, some of the waiters try to be cool, you know. Or the waitress really trying to be cool, you know. You can't be cool if you're working. You know, Queen Elizabeth, she's ugly, but she's cool because she don't work. You know what I'm saying? That's why you don't think Queen Elizabeth would stink up a toilet, but she farts just like you do. There is no queen fart. Farting is farting, you know. But they will not tell the queen she farted, because if the queen had clapped, they wouldn't dare tell her. So you have a vitamin deficiency, we must give you a shot, old queen lady, because she'd kill them. I have what? You know? So now, we go. You follow this now? People be funny, like sitting in the audience. I know some of y'all ain't farted since y'all been in here. I know you have. I know you have. I know you have. I can tell. See, sitting up here, you can tell, because when you ooze them out, your neck gets stiff. Right? You don't, relax. See, you don't feel it. See, like right now, let's say I'm a fart, like that, and I'm trying to ooze it out, and I let it here, I go. Because you're trying to make sure you don't do nothing but fart. You know what I mean? And so I can sit up here and I say, there they go. And that's why you see me walking around. That's why I move on this side over here. And you can always tell who farted because they smell it first. Why? Because all gas moves to a higher level. And if you fart, you got to get up here, you got to pass your nose to get it. Where was I? Come on, help me. Where? Come on. Where was it? Okay, all right, got this now. Okay, with the rest, decomposition. Y'all don't have no problem with that, do you? Decomposition, mucus and pus, right? So now, instead of coming into the restaurant and you ask me for, I like corned beef on rye, right? Just say, give me pus on white bread, right? They get it fast. See, y'all saying, but that's what you do. You ever peel the white potato? Turns brown in your hand while you're peeling it. You go to the store and buy them already peeled and cut up, they snowy white. Now you know they turn brown. How do y'all keep them white? They bleach them in formaldehyde, same thing they embalm dead folks with. You'll have French fries for the week up. All right? Would you have them today, or you got them in your purse? All right, here we go. Now, if you keep your pen, run with this now. All right, so we got through breakfast. Isn't that simple? Simple? Nothing? Okay. Now, the bowels have to stay open. You have 38 feet of intestine. Did y'all know that? With a hole in it that big. On the American diet at 19, the hole is that big. Okay? Now you got to open that up. Colon cleansers. You want to do it quick? Colonics? How many of you have heard of colonic here? Go get your colonic. I take an enema every day. Yeah, why are you frowning then? You frown. Then check this out. Check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us. One of us is a fool. We ain't gonna say she is just to begin. We ain't gonna pick on her. One of us is a fool. You got this? Follow me quick now. You got it? Come on, knowledge, yeah. Come on. All right. We going to Buckingham Palace. Queen Elizabeth has sent for us. Got that? Now, before we get there into the mansion, we will find out which one's the fool. All right? All right. We get to Buckingham Palace. Queen Elizabeth leads out the window and says, I'm just finishing up a meeting. If you don't mind waiting out there for a minute, because I really want to spend the rest of the day with you. That's nice for the Queen to say, right? So all at once, the brother here starts looking at the trash can outside, you know, the garbage can outside the palace, right? So then Queen said, okay, y'all come on in. So we said, come on, let's go. And he said, no. I want to stay down here and watch the trash can. The garbage can. Now, we know who the fool is, right? Because you got to be a fool to watch the garbage can and miss the mansion, right? I mean, is that agreeable or not? Is that agreeable or not? So when I see the sister walking down the street, say, ooh, she sure got a fine butt, and I'm watching that, is that what the doo-doo is or not? Now, if I'm busy looking at that, I miss the mansion, right? And the bigger the booty, the more the doo-doo, right? And yet we say, ain't she fine? How can more doo-doo be fine? You hear that movie that did more money, more doo-doo. So you got to get it out. Get it out. So I take an enema every day. Fill up the bottle, you know, the big red bottle. And men now, y'all be careful, because that red one, they got 2 syringes. One for the douche. You put the douche one on and enjoy it, then your lifestyle will change. Clean it out. Clean it out. I cannot tell you how important cleaning this system out. You ever pass in the cities when they clean out one of them sewers and see all that sludge? You got it in you. You have it in you. And that's what life is about. Do you believe God is so cruel that God would put trees here that live 1,000 years and we die in less than 100? Do you think that God? Or do you think I'm better than the tree? You think you're better than the tree? Then what are we doing wrong? Then we just take care of the body. And the body. My God, know who you are. This is a Russian scientist. This is head of the KGB. This woman got all the money and all the banks in the world, but you know what they can't do right now? They can't make a scab. All right? They can't make a scab. Every time I cut myself, I make a scab. So don't tell me how important you are if you can't make a scab. And that's how I go all over the world. Everybody I see, you're important, make me a scab. You know something funny about a scab? I don't care how white you are, the scab is darker than you. I don't care how black you are, the scab is blacker than you. And then when I see that scab, I know my God is saying, my healing is taking place. Ain't got nothing to do with your insurance. You understand? Ain't got nothing to do with who your doctor is. Because none of them can make a scab. My scab! And then God lets you know when my healing is complete, because the scab turns into a what? Scar. So every time you see a scar, you know God has completed his healing. That love. That love. It's just as simple. The answer to all major problems is simplicity. But we can't make no money till we make it complex. You understand? And so now, see, Brother Greg, I got cancer. I could tell you what to do to cure it. You go and tell your loved ones, they're crazy. Tell me that. Tell you got cancer. Tell you what. Well, here's what you do. First you have to make it look like conspiracy. When you go home, take your 3 tablespoons of turpentine, 4 tablespoons of sugar, and then you have to find 1951 Chevy and get you some crank, all out the crankshaft, about 2 tablespoons, and mix that up and take it. You say, thank you, that sounds like it'll work. Why? Because we want to believe that we need to be punished because we violated our body. And punishment won't do it. That's what doctors do. They punish you. The symbol of a doctor is what? A crooked stick with a snake wrapped around it. Y'all didn't see through that one? I'm going to say that again. The symbol of medicine is a crooked stick with a snake wrapped around it. The word hospital is a Latin word. Did y'all know that? Do you know what that Latin word means? Huh? A place to die. Do you realize 85% of everybody that died in America last year died in hospitals? So they're just 15% off. So if you go to a hospital and live, you should sue them for malpractice. I came here to die. I came here to die. I said goodbye to my friends. How did y'all do this here to make me well? What is it? I can't tell you. Huh? Justice for health. Justice for health. I love that. Justice for health. Okay, now, here we go. Water. Got that? Fruit for breakfast, fruit for lunch. Now here's the big one. Rice. White rice or brown rice. Either one. Now, you can't eat nothing else but this here now. Follow me? Fruit. Breakfast, fruit for lunch. Try 7 days, you'll be shocked. Because where you're going now, you might lose 12 pounds a week. Y'all might be calling me and saying, I ain't got nothing I can get in. I don't even look right naked. And you know when something's wrong with your body when you don't want to look in the mirror. When you got to get dressed to look in the mirror. You know what I mean? You got to put on clothes. You ever do exercise in the mirror and you put your clothes on to do exercise? And I tell people, if you haven't never done exercise in a long time, we should do exercise, physical fitness. And how many of y'all do exercise in the evening? How many do it just in the morning? How many do it just in the evening? Evening don't count. If you don't believe it, you ever had a garden? Any of y'all had a garden? Try watering it just in the evening. In the morning, baby. It's something that, Because when the sun rises, your blood rises. And at 9 o'clock, your blood is here. And then it goes all the way up. That's why your highest number of high blood pressure, heart death happens between 11:20 and 12, and 5 minutes to 12. Then after that, it starts coming down. Down, down. That's why you're not supposed to buy shoes until when? No, 5 o'clock, because now it's down at your feet. That's why y'all notice you ever went in to buy them shoes, and it feels so good, feel like you have to put them little things in them. And then that evening, when your old legs and feet are swollen up with the blood on it, you get out to the party 3 hours away from home and look like your shoes say, now get them. Okay, now y'all got that? Is that simple? As the sun rises, so your blood pressure rises. That's why in all your movement countries, they don't eat their major meal until 2-something. On its way down. See how it works? So if y'all going to work, you eat all that stuff in the morning, if the digestive system's working, then you eat lunch, digestive system's working, right? But now, see what happens this week when you get to eating that fruit. Works. Fruit works. And then fruit for lunch. Now the evening meal, you only eat one time. You eat all you want, but one time. And if what I'm going to give you now is not enough, then do the whole cup. You cook a half a cup of rice. And please don't ask me no questions after this, because I can't get no simpler than that. Food for breakfast, food for lunch, rice for dinner. And I said brown rice or white rice. So don't ask me about minute rice. Right. A half a cup of rice. Now you know that makes a lot of rice. All right? All right. Now, the key I'm giving you, if that's not enough for you, then make a whole cup, but here's the key. In the blender, don't come and tell me you haven't got a blender. Because if you haven't got a blender, then what I'm giving you now, just put in a bowl and stir it. And dump it. In the blender, put 4 pieces of fresh garlic. A half onion. Soy sauce. 6 tablespoons of soy sauce. 4 cloves of garlic. 4. Fresh. Don't come up to me talking about garlic sauce. 4 pieces of fresh garlic. Got that? A half an onion. Got that? Soy sauce, how many tablespoons? 6. Olive oil, 9. Rice breaks up cholesterol in the body, and olive oil breaks up cholesterol in the body. Garlic breaks up cholesterol, knocks down high blood pressure, and knocks down all the poison in the body. Onion breaks up all bacteria in the body. Got that? Okay. All right? Give it back to me. What you putting in the blender? Got it? Got it? Got it? Got it. Don't ask me about sugar, butter, because they do. They say, what about a little I like butter on the rice. That's why you got all them pockets under your arm, too. That's the butter on the rice. I even had somebody slipped up and said, I heard you talk about the rice, I didn't say the liver. I mean, this dude thought liver go with rice. All right, we got it, right? Now that's the key. Listen, that will blind, people that's blind, says you fight. This is why. Because, you see what you just got now? There's not a whole bunch of attitudes that you live in the kidney and the body's going through. You follow me? So now you're cleansing out the poison. Now you blend this up. When the rice gets done, right, you pour that over the rice. Right? It might not sound good to you now, but into that 6th day, ooh, you can't wait to get home. You be taking off early. He said, girl, them other 27 heads I'll get next week. I'm going to get my rice. Now, I'm a cheat. You want some dessert? Then you take some of the rice out before you put the stuff over it, and you put some maple syrup on it. And that's your dessert. Maple syrup. Not honey. There's more deaths in America every day from honey than cocaine. Why? Because honey's pre-digested. Once you put the honey in your body, it's pre-digested, goes directly into the bloodstream, throws the blood sugar off. Once it throws the blood sugar off, the brain gets a message. It sends down the insulin. It sends too much. Now it's got to send in adrenaline. And some people die, and when they give them an autopsy, it shows that they died from a heart attack. It was honey. Honey. Now when I say more people die from honey than cocaine, let's look at it. You know how many people OD'd last year from hard drugs? 4,675 Americans. That's crap what they're telling you about this whole drug thing. 4,675 Americans OD'd from hard drugs. You ready for this? 51% of them OD deaths was prescription drugs. 62% of them folks that died was over 61, but the over 61 population in America is less than 17%. See what they do? You know the #1 drug addicted group in this country? It's the older folks. Them doctors got them hooked to 5 or 6 different pills every day, and every one of them got a narcotic base. Y'all ain't well, you just high. And look, these old folks are switching pills. They say, girl, you got to come out and try this purple one. Girl, you know, her husband Ralph, he's something dead since he was 15. Girl, I thought Ralph was home the other day. That's the purple. And she said, girl, I can't wait to get better because I've been looking for Rufus myself. And they be switching all this stuff. It sounds funny, but it's sad. They switching pills because they drugs. They drugs. Girl, I'm 98 years old and my right leg hurts, doc. Doctor, well, don't worry about it just because you're 98. Sister said, my left leg is 98 and it don't hurt. Tell me what's wrong with this leg. And y'all got to stop going to the doctor telling the doctor what's wrong with y'all. Y'all pay him, let them guess. Let them find out for themselves. Because y'all walk in and be, girl, my girlfriend said, doc, I think I need a hysterectomy. He checked in and said, you sure do. And I just told my old lady, if they ever take that out, baby, you better stay with it. No, don't come home without it. Well, I might be in an accident, and I wake up, they took it out. Well, just bring it home with you. She really got mad. What am I going to do with it? Put it up on the wall next to that moose head there. You women, y'all be suckers for doctors. Say, I got something wrong with my breast. Give me that kidney. Take it off. I'm dripping. Take it off. Hey, babe, I get clapped. You think you're going to cut my joint off? No. Deal with the infection. But you would cut this off, then you'd be showing up in trouble. Why y'all give up these parts so quick, baby? Keep them. They're yours. All right, y'all got that now? Now, you can only eat once. Eat all you want. Chew it real good in the best way. You really want to lose some weight. Every time you eat a sandwich, okay, put the sandwich down while you're chewing it. And don't put it back up to your mouth till you clear your mouth. See, that's one of the problems. You're forcing it. Tonight when y'all go out and watch people eat when they don't know you're looking at them. Now be careful now. Don't be looking at no strangers. You know, y'all know how to do stuff discreetly. You know what I mean? Like, what's your name again?
Linda.
And your name. So y'all be out. Y'all be eating. And I'll be making like I'm losing milk. Because I just can't be looking at y'all like, you know. So I'll be making like I'm looking at the thing here. And what happens is, people will just shove it in, because we learn how to eat for taste. But if you put the fork or the spoon down every time, and don't put it back in your hand until your mouth is clear, you'll be surprised, because now you're getting saliva mixed in it. Okay? So now, the rice cleanses the body, it knocks the weight down, and you're not putting nothing in it, and you're getting full, and you're eating, right? Might not be what you want. Now, finally, let me show you this here. How come your grandmother's chicken tastes better than my grandmother's chicken? Good. Now, if me and you ate the chicken raw, they both taste the same, right? Yes. How come your grandmother's barbecue ribs taste better than my grandmother's barbecue? If we ate the ribs raw, they taste the same. Raw, they taste the same, right? How come your father's meatloaf tastes different than my father's meatloaf? Because if we ate the hamburger raw, it tastes the same, right? So you see, what we hook to is not the chicken, it's the taste. So it means if y'all want to have some fun, y'all know how to make a meatloaf? Leave the meat out and just take some flour and some bread, because you ain't hooked to it, you hooked to the taste. You hear what I'm saying? Grind you up some nuts and make like that the hamburger. And use the same formula you use to make. You understand? you fry your chicken, put all the spice in it, get you some bread and do the same thing. Now, it ain't going to taste like chicken, but it ain't going to kill you neither. And you know they inject hormones into the meat. And one day when we do the serious research, we might find out that the teenage pregnancy might not have nothing to do with them being teenagers, but the fact that they're so young that them hormones that we putting in that food that's getting into their body is triggering that sex part. Because y'all see these little girls and these little boys now, they don't look like little girls, and y'all don't know where they come from. It comes from the same thing they put to make the chickens grow fast, and the beef grow fast, and the cattle grow fast. Okay? Will make you grow fast. Right. All right? And so when you go to the store to get a can of carrots, I'm going to send you to get a can of carrots. What are you going to get? And you look at the word called ingredients, right? And there's 15 other words on there, right? But y'all went to get carrots, right? But there's 15 other words that say ingredients, and 12 of them y'all can't pronounce. So one day we're going to sit aloft. I can't pronounce it, I'm not going to eat it. Then that'll get to be fun, right? All right, so we go now, and tomorrow. Y'all got that? Now, I want you to hear these facts. In America, there's about 12 million black men. Repeat that, because I want you to remember that. Of which 1 million is in jail or some type of supervision. Let me hear you.
1 million is in jail.
Now, America's a country, right? Africa's a continent, right? On the continent of Africa, there's 700 million black Africans. Almost a billion, right? You know how many of them in jail? Less than 400,000. Okay? How can a billion people have less than 400,000 and we just have 12 million and have millions? Why? It's so little less? Because you don't jail your own. I'm not in jail because I'm a criminal. You don't jail your own. I don't know where my son went, but I mean, I'm not looking for him. He's back there, let's say. But if my son took out a gun and killed anybody in here, please believe me, I would not use money and position to help him beat the case that he murdered you. You follow me? But hear me good now. But you can damn sure bet that he ain't going to the legislature to kill him. See how you feel about your own? All right? So regardless of how black he is as a judge, if he sits with a white mentality, right, then he judged me through the eyes of a white racist system. That's why we in jail. All right? That's why we in jail. That's why the mafia that do more dirt in 5 minutes and never see a day in jail. And I'm on my way to do something and get busted. That's why the white boys that went into 2 post offices, remember 2 different post offices this year, wiped them out, and the evening headlines say stress and management caused it. See how you feel about you? And so we will tomorrow at 2 o'clock, we'll talk about fasting, and we'll go over this. And let me tell you what I'll do. Tomorrow, I guess tomorrow what I'll do, this I gave you, I had it really printed up, but I didn't have it. So I'll get it printed up because there's some other vitamins you could take if you want to. So again,